1, 2, 3. Fair to say.
Episode 30.
Episode, top of the top.
It is the Curry episode.
Absolutely. You look like Curry. It's all good.
Is it just because I'm light skinned or just I actually resemble Curry?
You have a resemblance. You favor Curry in a respectable way.
It's got to be you look like his brother. You look like Seth.
I'll take that.
You look like Seth.
Okay.
Can I get Clay? No.
Clay Thompson?
Draymond.
Get your hands out my face.
Draymond Green is comedy.
How do I give? I look like I ate Draymond Green paws. Like,
you the only black nigga on the team.
Oh my goodness.
I'm trying to include you, brother.
I guess
You definitely look like Seth for sure.
you could have said Mike Brown. who's one of my least favorite coaches in NBA history, mind you.
Mike Brown?
Mike Brown, absolutely.
Why?
You remember when he was the coach for the Lakers, and then Andrew Bynum used to get ejected out of games, and Mike would just be sitting over there laughing like it was nothing, like they wasn't paying him $25 million.
That's funny. You brought
Mike
that
Brown
up.
used to really laugh when he would get ejected. I hate Mike Brown.
Damn.
He's still a legend.
Who's your favorite Lakers coach?
Phil Jackson.
It's hard to argue that
Yeah,
one.
him and that special chair.
Yeah, the one that sit higher.
Yeah, because his back. Yeah, he got a special chair. He was fucking the bus lady. Yeah, Phil Jackson.
How y'all boys feeling today, man?
I'm getting through the day. I was having a great Friday until I got here.
Don't say that.
Damn, it changed.
So I'm getting.
I thought this was a good work environment, DJ.
I'm getting through the day.
Culture here is beautiful.
Absolutely, it's a beautiful set. All the signs, beautiful greenery, table.
You know, these is real, by the way, if y'all didn't know.
Speaking of greenery, I'm sober. Let's get
Cap. He's so cap. That would look real.
I'm feeling fantastic, man. I woke up a little late today. I've been waking up late all week. I don't know what's up with that.
Yeah, you was telling me that.
Yeah.
You told me you wake up normally at 5 a.m.
Are you doing something different at night,
5
like
or 4:30.
to make you sleep in, or you just feel like the season, the body is just sleeping in?
Man, you know what? My shorty said it's the season. I was like, get out of here with that bullshit. But maybe it is. Like, the seasons are changing. Maybe it's something to that. But this whole week, I've been waking up like 8 o'clock. I mean, that's different from me.
What time you normally wake up? Like without an alarm clock? You
4:35.
Sick.
Without an alarm clock?
Yeah, bro. And I still wake up, but I wake up and then like I just knock right back out. I'm like, I don't know what's up with that. But
What time do you go to bed if you get up at 4, like 5?
Asking that
I
too.
go to like 11:30, 12.
So you only need like 5 hours of sleep.
Yeah. I mean, I be tired. Every day I'm in here with a Red Bull, so it ain't the best health situation.
You know
but
what's in Red Bull, right?
It's been an
some type of sperm or some
ongoing
shit.
thing.
What's in it?
Bull
They said
semen.
that in
That was cap though.
Bull semen.
I don't think that's real.
they make me feel better, dog. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, handle your
Got a
candle.
whole fridge over here. That's like a heart attack waiting to happen.
Well, we aren't off the num rum. Somebody drank all the num rums. I have to get some more.
Good, because I didn't need none anyway. I was off.
I think Numb Rum is great for the evening episodes.
Not for the morning. I'll be making num rum mimosas.
No, that's crazy. Numb Rum mimosas
Num
is
rum
crazy.
mimosas is crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. I think hard liquor in the morning is way crazier than hard liquor in the evening. I think I guess I'm not a big drinker like people know, but like when I came up, I always attributed drinking to like nighttime events.
For sure.
So
As
like
you should.
growing up, I never really saw people like, it's noon, let's get a mimosa, or like it's 2 o'clock, let me take a shot. I always like came around people that only time I really saw liquor or like drinking was evening, turn up music on and
Not to bring it up, but at the other platform, the white on platform, in the morning time when we filmed, it was bottles.
For real?
Like bottles, like straight bottles, no chasing.
Were you
like,
partaking in it?
I'd indulge.
Hard not to, right?
Yeah, it's hard not to.
damn.
But
How early?
10 o'clock, 9:30?
I couldn't imagine being drunk in the morning time with the sun out and it's hot and like you gotta like function for the day. I couldn't imagine.
You get used to it.
Yeah.
But I don't get drunk. That's the thing about me. I never experienced being drunk.
You just get to like a good level.
I drink and I feel like warm and start laughing and that's it. That's my limit.
Yeah.
I've never been drunk.
I blacked out in college one time, and after that, like I just completely.
You blacked
I
out?
blacked out, bro. And it was one where you hear stories about yourself.
After.
Yeah,
can
and
see you
after
doing
that, I got my act together. After
You was
that.
drinking vodka?
It was like Everclear, some bullshit. It was
that-
college, bro. It was
Everclear.
That
college,
was the
bro.
day and age. College,
It was
Everclear.
college and
What
that-
about New Amsterdam? Y'all remember those days? That's a little after your time. I
See,
know.
it's a little after. I used to do Seagram's gin. Seagram's apple.
I'm getting old.
I'm old. I ain't gonna lie. That's really what we started. I think if I remember correctly. Oh, how old were y'all when y'all started drinking?
Like 16.
I think most people start.
I was like 21, bro.
You waited till 21?
I was a lame. I didn't want to have sex before marriage. I wasn't drinking, smoking, none of that.
You
bro.
Jehovah's Witness or something?
I was just a different kid, bro.
Oh.
Different type
Disciplined,
nigga.
I guess. No. Maybe like 15 or 16 drinking.
Yeah, I think
New
16.
Amsterdam, Peach, New Amsterdam. Having
Peach.
people go to the store for us, older kids.
Getting lit.
Yeah, go to
Yeah,
the
I
store
was too.
for us
At
to get
16,
that.
we would all go to the homies. Like, he have his basement. His parents was cool. They would rather, if we're going to do anything, we do it in the
it here.
basement.
Here,
Don't
yeah.
do it out and
Oh my
about.
God.
That 70 show style.
But
yeah.
we would pull up to the homies' crib. It'd be girls and guys. We'd be down there kicking it, playing games, Madden, all kind of shit. And it was Seagram's Apple Gin.
I
Seagram's
never even
Gin.
heard of
Apple
that.
gin.
What is that?
Apple.
Can I get a?
Yeah,
What is that?
can we get a visual of Seagram's Apple Gin for the
Seagram's Gin.
people who weren't born in the 80s?
That's out.
That's my last age joke. I thought that's
When I was young, my mom used to like give me a sip. I think I have seen it.
Seagram's.
I-
Y'all seen Seagram's?
With the
But
bumpy
normally we get it in
Nigga,
this.
my mom was on this
With the
shit.
bumpy
Came in this
bottles.
size bottle.
Yeah, I seen that.
But
Yeah.
it was the apple though. It was
Gin?
apple.
That's
The apple
dry.
gin. Yeah, that green.
gin
The
and
green.
juice.
Oh, you get the green one. I seen the blue one for sure.
Yeah, Seagram's is where we started at 16. I ain't even gonna lie. I think I had too many bad experiences. Then that was what changed me from wanting to drink when I got of age. Because once I got of age, it was like I wasn't really into it no more. I was
Drinking?
heavy smoking,
Okay.
but once I got like 21, when it's the normal thing to buy drinks, I had 4 years of already getting fucked up to
crazy.
where it was like I'm cool on it
So
now.
you're not a big drinker?
Nah, not at all, bro. I drink twice a year, maybe.
I drink, but like I said, I don't get drunk, so it doesn't. Maybe it's a weight thing. It really doesn't have an effect on me outside of I'll tell a better joke or two.
But do you drink a lot?
Some would say I drink a lot. Some people like Point and Shoot made a whole video that went hella viral, hundreds of thousands of views, talking about Dejan has a drinking problem. Can you pull that up
Really?
on YouTube?
Shout out Point and Shoot. I don't know if you fuck with him, if I'm shouting him out as
Oh
the
no,
wrong thing,
I
but
love
I fuck
it.
with
I
Point and
love
Shoot.
it. I
Who's
love that
Point and
content.
Shoot?
It's
I
a
heard of
parody
Point and
page
Shoot.
that we were forbidden to speak of at my former place of employment.
Really?
You cannot say the words Point and Shoot, but I always wanted to come in and react to their videos. He's lost control.
He's
Jean
dope.
Paul has
I like
drinking
I like how he narrates the shit and just
he
talks
puts
very,
voices.
very monotone.
Yeah. I don't think I have a severe drinking problem. I don't think I have a drinking problem. Why is Dave and Buster's advertising on this
ads.
video?
I don't think. I mean, yeah, like we kind of said,
really just a thumbnail.
there's a difference between somebody being able to drink and function, and being somebody who gets drunk and is losing control.
Then he put a bottle in your hand.
No, I was drinking that Douce that morning.
No, I'm talking about the little green.
Oh, the Mickey's.
That's incredible. I feel like I drink a lot. I ain't gonna lie.
What's your favorite liquor to drink?
Hennessy?
We did say
Ooh.
that.
Henny
That's,
and Red Bull.
that's
Henny
crazy.
and Red
You're
Bull.
fucking nasty.
That's like the
Fire.
late. That's
Why
like the
not
early.
Douce?
That's like the early
Do
teens.
say
Douce's way better than Henny.
You just anti Jay-Z. I learned that about you too.
No, I love Jay-Z. I think this we can. Our last conversation kind of like what he did, but I love Jay-Z. But I don't know. Henny was the wave, and I just stuck to it.
But Douce's, even me knowing that
Way
as a
better.
drinker, it's way better.
Taste
Way
wise,
better.
I don't like the
Smoother.
taste.
Way smoother, less
Smoother.
burn.
I ain't even worried about the smooth. I'll take the shot. I ain't worried about that. The taste for me is
And
better.
Hennessy has pork in it.
Do it.
Yes, it has pork.
I do
Damn,
love
I didn't know
bacon.
that. That's
Wait, what
crazy.
you mean it got pork in it? Pork what?
Pork
Oil?
fat.
You know how they always use like
What's the word? Lactin, lectin, something like that.
Really?
Yeah, Hennessy has pork fat in it. Just like gummy bears, Hershey's chocolate, certain things have pork fat in it.
I think too though, Hennessy makes me how it makes me feel is also.
How
a
does it
big
make you
thing.
feel,
I just feel
pause?
confident. It's what you know. You ever seen that?
It's the cocaine of liquor.
You get in the mirror, you just like yeah, nigga.
I've never done that in my life.
Anything is
Really?
possible.
I've never done that in my life.
Come on, let's go drink. Man. You gonna?
Did you start drinking Henny after Young and May?
Hell no. Young and May has never inspired me to do anything. Ever in life.
I'm saying, but for Henny to get popular again, she repopularized it. It was kind of falling out. Like I said, I was drinking Henny in the early teens.
I want to say Hennessy was like the drink in LA for a minute. Like
It was drink everywhere. It was like
It's a
it was a nigga
the
drink.
national nigga drink.
I just
National
never.
nigga drink.
Yeah, for sure.
I never grew past that. You know
now
what I'm
it's
saying?
Don Julio. How you do it? 6. The Julio. How do you do it?
The Julio, that was
That's cold. Rest in peace.
No, the Don Julio Actifulio.
You put the bottle in your head.
Yeah.
There? That's crazy.
that's two different things.
Yeah, no, I never got into tequila because
And dark or light? Obviously, you do dark.
I like dark.
I prefer tequila, but I will drink some Douce. That's the only
Dark
dark
tequila,
liquor.
right? Like Reposado.
No, Reposado, but I like Anejo more. But Reposado is what we on this summer, obviously. This is what I was referring to when you put the bottle on your head and you do that little dance.
He made a song.
Now, why he got the little bottle?
Yo, he got
Come
the
on,
tiny
gang.
ass bottle.
Now, I will say, I do like tequila on 2 occasions. If I'm going to do an espresso martini, I'll get a tequila with it. Don't hate on my espresso martini.
I'm not hating on
man.
your espresso.
Coffee, your heart got to be crazy. Red Bulls and coffee and
I'm a
liquor.
bull. And then I will indulge in 1942. I love 1942.
That's too pricey.
Ain't it crazy how Don Julio got to be so fucking happy that their brand is now,
The nigga drink.
bro? It's like we do it to ourselves.
We do it to
obviously.
every
We do it to every brand. It catches, it gets trendy,
Long
and
as it's
then
not black on.
everybody runs with it, and it's like. Just like when Levi's and shit, like, you know, mostly white brands, and then they catch a black person trends it,
Yep.
and then they just make millions and millions and millions of dollars off the culture, and it's like,
Crystal.
it's not even like it's their fault, because like we didn't tell black people to put this on, y'all did it and took it and made it trendy,
Yeah.
and now we making all this money off the culture.
That's our
with no
biggest,
give back.
That's our biggest export. Hip hop and influence. Like black people, we don't like sell crops or you feel me, make cars or anything like that, or make computers and stuff.
Influence.
The marketing and the influence, which you could relate to hip hop, is our export. That's what we give the world. We just have to find better ways to capitalize off of it. Because, like I said, we'll promote a non-black brand quicker than we'll promote a black-owned brand. We'll find what's wrong with the black-owned brand. Oh, this is wrong, that is wrong. But then a white-owned or a non-black-owned brand, we just all over the timeline with it.
What do you think?
It's crazy.
What do you think black people could have ownership of in America? Because I preface that with, like, every demographic outside of black Americans are able to trace their lineage to outside of America. So, like, Asians, for instance, when I was a mailman, I used to go deliver at these Asian corporations, and they were doing distribution from their hometown in China. You know what I mean? So it's like they can source back to what they're good at and what their resource is. It's like black Americans can't do that.
We don't have nothing to like fall back on and use this as our foundation of why.
We did have that, but this is how powerful media is. So there were more black millionaires at any time when we had the watermelon industry. And then media started putting out images of coons eating watermelon all in the newspaper and stuff like that. And it deterred black people from wanting to be watermelon farmers.
It's like a propaganda.
Right, yeah. It got to the mental of it. That's why media is so important and so powerful. But
Damn, I didn't even know that. So they literally tricked us out of
millions and millions and millions of dollars.
Just off the strength of watermelon.
By making us feel bad for eating and enjoying watermelon, which one is healthy for you. Not that I'm a health advocate. Top of the top. Not that I'm a health advocate, but also watermelon's fucking good.
So what were you saying? Black people had watermelon first? Wait, what were you saying there?
I was saying that black people had plenty of watermelon farms, and there was countless black millionaires off the watermelon industry. To get them out of it. And white-owned media started to make these like cartoons and caricatures of black people with big lips, hella dark, eating watermelon, and it tricked us out of our position as far as watermelon. And that's the watermelon industry.
It's crazy. Yeah. The whole reason in the beginning I started Suburban was because Malcolm X said it, like, the media controls the minds of the people.
Yep.
And I knew I've always wanted to have some sort of influence on the way people thought. And I wanted to inject.
I don't think I've ever heard that take from a person in media.
Yeah, I wanted to inject more positive shit, but it's just like as content grew, it's like the positive shit don't ever get the eyes and the views. And so it's always a struggle. But
tell me about
that was the beginning idea of like, okay, how do we, because I went to, like I said, I went to school in the Valley.
Okay.
But when I left the Valley, I came to school in LA, but I realized, we not doing it right over here. Like, these niggas over here pulling up in G-Wagons, stocks, all type of shit. Over here, we on some dumb shit. And I always wanted to get us to switch our minds around, but that is like one of the greatest challenges in the world to get people.
So to fill you in, we went from talking about liquor, Don Julio on the head, that little dance move, to why don't we embrace black-owned products the same way we embrace non-black?
Literally making Don Julio so rich right now.
Yeah. But where's the black-owned liquor brand, black-owned tequila brand that we
do say right?
Like that?
He
sold that.
Oh yeah, he don't have.
He don't own that. He sold
Ace of Spades.
I mean, I can't afford Ace of Spades.
Or he might still own 1%.
Ain't no go to the liquor store and buy a $40, $50 bottle Ace of Spades.
Rick Ross has an alcohol.
Rick Ross has
Stallion has an alcohol. Beyonce just came out with
what's the name of her? It's like a horse on it or something. Right?
Sir Davis.
Something.
I had it. It's pretty good. But I think it's bigger than products. We need to own industries.
Why do black people always, or why they always try to get like a liquor endorsement? I feel like it's like there's some people who avoid it, as getting a liquor endorsement, and then there's some people who do it, and I think some people frown down upon it. Our celebrities, our black celebrities, like endorsing alcohol because it is so detrimental to our community, and there's a liquor store in every corner. So it's like, it feel like right when black people, or I'm gonna say all black people, but people with success, when they get that endorsement, it's like, now we're gonna use you to further.
I'd rather make money off our dysfunction than have another race of people make money off the dysfunction.
There are non-blacks that have alcohol brands. One of the biggest tequilas was by The Rock.
Which one does he own? Terramana?
Oh.
Terramana, which is pretty smooth.
And then
I like Terramana.
Casamigos, I think, is
George Clooney.
George
Clooney.
So
Really?
you can't say that it's just black
Celebrities.
people.
Really? No, I'm talking about endorsers. They own it. I'm talking about people who hold the bottle, and I
the
like.
puppy
just
play.
in
The
the-
puppy
yeah,
play,
Like
right?
if you see, that's what I was saying. Like there's even with Jay, they own the full company, so it's like it's always a problem.
Jay-Z did own Duce, and he sold that.
That's fire. That right there is cold.
Jay-Z has stock in Duce.
so
Puffy
that.
has stock in Ciroc. These people weren't just doing it for their health.
Yeah, they're
They were-
partners in a
They
sense.
were partnered.
But it goes back to owning the industry versus having,
Selling a product.
because there's companies that own the back end of the product. We just have to like be the front faces of it. It's
That's
like,
what
what
I'm
industry do we own?
That's what I'm
You know
saying.
what I mean?
That-
He's the
that's what
face,
my
but
point.
behind
We-
scenes,
we don't.
Bacardi.
But I'm saying, what can we own? Like,
But
what?
I feel like anytime black people do, say hypothetically, black people do come together to try to do that, we know that there are agents of other entities that will come and infiltrate that and break it up.
And it's so crazy.
In any sense, political, business, whatever. Even remember when years ago, Dame Dash, Irv Gotti, Suge Knight was all coming together to form a distribution company. And then you see how all of their careers went. And a lot of that had legal interruptions. You feel me? Legal influence. It just lets you know that whenever you are a powerful black person trying to do powerful black things, you're going to face opposition.
For sure.
So it's like kind of like a stay in your place type of thing, or move under the radar.
Do y'all believe in sponsoring a product that you actually don't use? Like, do you think any of these people just do it and like don't drink?
Don't Alicia Keys do proactive commercials?
Oh yeah, I know you get
This
hired
one?
to do certain things, but I just think about like
Endorsing
sponsorships,
it?
like like liquor.
I think I'm not mad at it. I think it depends on your customer base. And you know, I hate to bring it back to the old, but like, what's that rapper we was talking about? Who's like making rap music about the like for gay people or some shit? What's his name?
NLE
NLE.
Chopper?
Yeah, like that's kind of the same thing, right? Where if your base likes it, I think it's fine as long as they're getting the product. I don't think it matters.
Do y'all-
Sometimes it doesn't matter if you use a product, if you vet it, if you've researched it, and you feel like it's something that can help other people or it's good for other people in their lives. It doesn't make a difference. Like it's up to you to do the work to figure out if it's something that you would endorse.
Does Snoop Dogg sit around drinking Coronas all day?
Right.
You feel me? But
He might.
But what if he
What do you
don't?
think? Right,
What
yeah.
if he prefer a different type of beer? But I'm still gonna take the Corona check. You feel
Let
me?
me ask y'all then: Does celebrity influence y'all? Like if somebody, like if one of your favorite celebrities has a brand that they're endorsing, does that be like? Do y'all be like, I fuck with them, I want to try it?
I don't
Yeah.
think it's
Yes.
for every single person. I think that there are some people that are more heavily influenced by it, so it works for those people.
But do
I don't
y'all
think
get
everybody
influenced?
is just necessarily looking at it like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do this because this person does this. If I see something that somebody that I'm following has, then yeah, maybe I'll be like, okay, that kind of looks cool.
Right.
But it's not because it looks cool because they're doing it. It's like I saw it in
Because
action.
of them, they just like put the light
They
on it
put
for
me
you.
on the
Got
game.
you, got
I
you.
didn't know about this
I always think
product
about that with influence. I'm like,
until I saw it.
like I seen like something so random, like Vivica Fox. She was on a commercial for car insurance. You know that you buy car insurance after in case anything happens. But like, why do you pay Vivica Fox to endorse this product? Do you think Vivica's gonna her fans are gonna make people buy
is.
this insurance because of her?
She has a specific fan
That's
base.
what I was asking. So her influence, they paid her to influence people and thought that she was gonna bring sales.
She is one of the highest grossing actresses of all
Oh,
time.
no shade to her. I'm
All
just-
time.
And
I'm just
if
like-
you think about
But-
something like a car insurance, you might want to appeal to a older, more responsible, more locked in crowd, and her fan
see what
base
you
is
said. Yeah.
middle aged, African American, middle to
That are gonna buy that.
They're gonna be great clients. They're not gonna wreck the cars all the time. You don't want Lil Uzi Vert selling your
Right.
fucking car insurance.
Yeah.
Hell
And
no.
It would just seem so
Everybody
random.
that
It was like
goes and gets
Vivica
that,
Fox,
who
like
knows?
out of nowhere.
It's lifestyle.
I love
You're
this.
selling lifestyle. Like that's really what it is. The
me
people
see if
you
I can
look up
find that
to, you're just
commercial.
looking at their lifestyle, which is crazy. So I think influencer marketing is everything, bro.
Yeah.
It's gross.
I just didn't know how much does it, being that we're in, you know, partially in media, how much does we know what influence is for? How much does it actually influence us? You know what I'm saying?
Even like this platform, my platform, we literally move the culture and affect the way that people think. You gotta understand that, and like how they buy and where they put their money. Like that shit is very, very powerful.
Yeah, she did the Car Shield commercial.
Car Shield, okay.
Car Shield.
No, definitely in media, you got to think. Every company, a lot of companies want their products on tables. They want podcasters and media people using their products, talking about their products. So, influencer marketing is key. That's where the industry is right now. And
that's
again,
what all is.
My main point was that is our export. Our cultural export is culture, is marketing, is influence.
But at the same time, it's like you can't own that. You know what I mean? It's not our export. Like that can be taken from us. Like it's not really tangible. Because at the end of the day,
it's not tangible.
The Nelk Boys do the same shit.
Yeah.
Adam 22 do this. Like that's not ours. It's like what is
not
ours?
to the degree that a black person could do it. The black cosign is more effective than
No, it's not.
In our culture or just in general?
In the history of the world, the black cosign has always been the beauty standard for women for 1,000 years was because of the Queen Cleopatra.
Right,
that's a black woman.
Right.
Women all over the world make themselves look like
that's
this, like somebody they never seen.
But once a Taylor Swift comes and takes it, then it doesn't matter. Once they get it, it's no longer ours, which is the problem. Like we can't we make braids popular, then they take it, then what? It's like what do we
make something else popular? I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying
that's what it is.
I'm not saying that system is right.
Because in all honesty, what you're saying is that was the most high form of influence.
But
that means that they were
influenced by us.
The pristine influencer that you're saying, like a Taylor Swift or a Kim Kardashian, was influenced,
right.
which is what he said. So you guys are saying the similar things. It's just that one is actually going to take it and run with it, and then they can then pass that off as their own version of influence, which is what you're saying. That's cultural appropriation.
Well, I'm just saying
that's the word.
Cultural, yeah.
Like even with all the TikTok and all the dances and stuff, obviously most of it comes from black people, but then the white people take it over and it's looked at like now it's the new white TikTok dance.
But what could we, to your point, Scott, what could we do to make it exclusive? Like what could we do to make it known or make it beneficial for black people? Like every trend we start, we get paid off of. Like, cause can you trademark a hairstyle?
No.
You get what I'm saying?
You could probably patent it. To be honest with you,
you can patent that hairstyle?
Baps edition.
If it was more, if there was enough technical prowess in how you did that hairstyle, you probably could, like a crochet braid or like an interlock or a certain type of sew-in weave or something like that. You could probably get real down and dirty and try it if you wanted to. It would probably take a lot of work.
Imagine if the quick weave lady had patented the quick weave.
I'm telling you, or if she would have even just trademarked the words quick weave.
Quick weave, yeah.
As a one word, trademark that and keep that. Like, that's certain things that I feel like black people are starting to understand more. And honestly, I don't want to say black people because it's fucked up for our predecessors that already were on it. You know what I mean? But I do definitely feel like this is now becoming more of a thing where that's the one thing I do love about social media. It is teaching people more about, you know, intellectual property, what you can copyright, what you can trademark, what you can actually put your flag down on, you know. And people are starting to actually have more ownership of their things. Like Meg Thee Stallion owns Hot Girl Summer.
As she should. What about the demure lady? She said she was
somebody beat her to it
but
because they can see it. There are like patent like
right
real lawyers. There are
specialize
actual
in
like
that.
specialists that know I can see a trend coming from a mile away. So I'm going to go get on fleek before this girl even realizes that it's about to blow up. Or I'm going to go get
business-minded people grab it.
And you don't think to trademark something you say in a TikTok before you post a TikTok.
Because you don't know what's going to blow up.
Right.
You don't know what's going to blow up. But at the same time, I think there were a bunch of people who rallied behind her and were like, you know what? I had the same problem. I know who could. I think it was, I can't think of his name. But he did the Where the Money Reside. Where the Money Reside.
Someone
He's the one that was like, I had to go through the same thing. I got a good lawyer. We'll get it back for you. And I think she ended up, really be. And so I think it's dope. But there are ways to definitely get around it. Facts. It's just up to us to whether or not we want to actually do that work.
I personally think that's a little small-minded from the standpoint of like trademarking, like demure, right? Like, I don't think that that's
You
what black-
can't.
Like,
It's already a word.
No, very demure was the trademark.
It was very mindful, very demure, very mindful.
even that is
what
just too
she
small.
did.
Like, we
Phrase.
should be thinking about industries, tech. You know what I mean?
That
Infrastructure.
takes
So how
capital.
do you translate that? If you're just an influencer that is good at catchphrases, how do you translate that if you don't know?
Wait,
that?
if you say it again. If you're just good at
You're saying that you think that's small-minded, right?
Yeah.
Which I get 100%. But I'm saying if you're the person, if you're the influencer that just has one-liners all day long, but you don't really have like a thing, like a goal, like a product or a skill or whatever, how do you translate that?
I think you got to step back and think like, one, you do have a skill, right? If you were on this earth, you have the skills.
I should have said like a trade.
Yeah, I mean, this industry, like AI, is a crazy industry right now, right? How many people in this room are actively studying this new developing industry? Where if you are only good at catchphrases, developing AI that can come up with catchphrases on, I don't know what it is, but whatever your skill set is, it's about attacking industries that are gonna last. AI, tech, agriculture. You know what I mean? Those are the things we need to be thinking about versus like very
Trendy
demure.
social
Or
media
I
shit.
got that, like they gonna take that shit and rape us all day. Well, I don't know if I can say that.
R
All
word.
day, R word, all day. Like, and so I mean, I get it, right? Like that's a great start, but we also gotta just expand it and think
Yeah.
way more crazier than
Influence
It
has to be
starts
bigger
with a
than
great
product.
start, though.
Its
Yeah.
influence has to be
Yeah.
also bigger than product. I think a lot of times when influencers do things, they forget that they're a personal influence more than just a brand, and there's a lot of effect that goes on to society as well. There's a lot of pressure, and I think there's a lot that comes with that when you're doing that stuff for money. You know what I'm saying? Like, just in general, being trendy, taking trends, everything at the end of the day revolves around it being a business, from trademarking it to, you know, you being the business just representing this word or this brand. So we just got to be careful with, I feel like, our community with what we endorse and what we use to influence, because they already use it against us anyway. Like he was saying, find something that they can't use against us, or it's not cliche like a dance move or a slogan or alcohol or you know,
Let's
something
do that
deeper.
sport. Tyler Perry, what he's doing in Atlanta, like amazing. He's building infrastructure. He's building the next Warner Brothers
50 Cent,
studios.
50 Cent.
50 Cent.
50
You know
Cent.
what I mean?
But
Yeah,
they got
but
money and
you
they're
gotta-
already in positions. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people who don't have that access, is hard, right?
Yeah, you also got to think they also still peddling a quote unquote dysfunction, like
What you mean?
a black dysfunction. Like Tyler Perry made his fortune dressing up as a woman, cross dressing,
Okay.
or 50 Cent shows.
That's what I mean by influence.
Even though I enjoy all of 50 Cent shows, they're mostly about drug dealing and
Yeah.
you feel me.
What's the difference between
crime?
well, go. I'm sorry.
So that's my point. I'm not saying that it's wrong, because I'm not saying that it's right either.
Yeah.
I'm just saying it is what it is. I rather, because he was saying about promoting alcohol businesses, black celebrities promoting alcohol business. I rather us make money off our dysfunction than other races make money
For
off our
sure.
dysfunctions. Is what I'm saying. Because people are gonna drink regardless. People are gonna do XYZ regardless. So
White people still produce like slave movies.
Yeah.
all the fucking time.
Yeah.
I don't go watch them.
Yeah,
But
I
y'all
don't
be
either.
watching them slave movies.
yeah.
I ain't see Harriet.
How do you guys feel? What's the dude who owns? Damn, I can't even think about it. I lost it. I can't think about it. Bro. I'm sorry.
We got some fair to says.
Yeah, we do. But actually, before we get into Fair to Say, today is September 13th, so I want to make sure I give a huge heavenly shout out to Tupac. It is the 28th anniversary of his passing, 4:03 a.m. on the 13th. And actually, ironically, he passed on a Friday the 13th, and it is Friday the 13th. So 28 years later, he's been gone longer than he was alive, and I think his impact, speaking of influence and legacy, is still to this day the most known, most influential rapper in the world. So
Rest in peace.
gotta make sure I send my love to Pac.
What's your favorite Pac song?
Rest in peace.
That's a tough question, I know, but if you had to pick one or two favorite,
I love Picture Me Rolling on All Eyes on Me Disc 2. I love the production on it. I love Thug Passion on All Eyes on Me Disc
in
2.
peace, Jewel.
But it's too hard to pick a main song. If we talk about like Pac hits, I love Two of America's Most Wanted.
Damn, that's a great one.
All About You is mine. I love All
All
About
About
Damn,
You.
that's a great.
That's
Yeah,
my
that's a.
song.
Why you even ask that question?
That's my song.
That's tough, man.
tough.
He's got so many. I would go albums. I said All Eyes on Me was my best album of all time, and then Machiavelli was probably right there second.
What say you? Your favorite Pac record?
Is it When My Homies Call?
Okay.
When my homies
That might be
call.
one of mine. Or
That was off the Thug Life album, I believe.
I love. There's a very There's a super, super, super rare version. I can't even find it anymore. It's an acoustic version of Dear Mama.
Okay.
It's crazy.
Is it the one he performed live?
No.
Like a guitar?
It's a studio
strung
version
one?
of it. Like it's a full actual song that was like leaked. I don't even know how, but I had this like years ago and I used to listen to it on repeat. It was just him, a guitar, and just like a regular just a drum set.
And then I think probably based off of that song, they did a lot of acoustic sounding Pac songs after he passed. Posthumously.
Does Pac life and career and everything, does it work out differently had he not signed to Death Row?
For sure.
100%.
Yeah.
But who would have got him out of jail?
That's why he rode so hard for Suge the way he did, because he looked at Suge as like he saved him.
Because Interscope wasn't getting him out. They
Nah.
disassociated themselves.
He
with
was going to do
something.
that time, you know, for that rape charge, but you know, Suge was able to get him out early in a little paper contract, and he once he got out, he rode for him. He was infatuated with that lifestyle. I think that was the first time. I mean, he grew up around that, but he like was engulfed in gang culture when he got around Suge, and he took it and ran with it. You got to always people remember that at this time Pac was 24, 25.
Yes.
So he was so young-minded and so easily influenced.
Yep.
By what he saw and what he was around, and he just embodied it. And at that point, he took on all the beefs that Suge had, and it ultimately ended up in his demise. It was his mistake, you know what I'm saying? But
Son, you finna cry, bro.
no, I ain't gonna
Pac
cry.
shirt on.
I ain't gonna cry, but it's still definitely emotional to me. That was the first celebrity that passed to me that I remember crying. I remember it coming up on BET News and finding out. So it's still it's still tough to me. I ain't gonna lie. It was super. Pac has such an influence on my life. That's why it's funny. And it's you know, we can laugh at it, but from a youth, I mean, I remember I was getting in trouble for wearing my bandana backwards and sagging my pants specifically because of him, because of his influence. Getting kicked off the bus, couldn't wear my bandana backwards, going bald at a young age, you know. So, yeah, that's that.
A Pac fanatic. That's what's up. Rest in peace, Pac.
Yeah, I got one more point. I want to purchase more, but I actually purchased a handwritten track list from him.
Really?
From the early 90s. Yeah, out of one of his spirals. I won it in an auction for $5,000, $4,800.
Damn.
You getting money, man.
You framed it?
Framed it, yeah.
That's fire. That's
like
fire.
that'd be one thing. Like if my house caught on fire, like I'm going for that.
For the hell yeah.
That's like one of my prized possessions that I.
For which project is the?
It has the track listing has songs I think he was trying to put together. It was like he was writing out a track list, but it had like Dear Mama on there at that time. So I think it was during the Me Against the World era.
Okay.
90s.
That's fire. It's hanging up in your crib. That's dope.
Still got the spiral edges on it, like it was torn out the book. It's been authenticated. It's got little stains on it and everything. Yeah.
Fire.
Yeah, so that's a prized possession. So that's how deep it is for me. But all love to him and the fam. And let's go right into Is It Fair to Say, our hashtag that is trending on Twitter that everyone is engaging, including the cast members. We appreciate y'all doing that. The first one comes from Tavion Moore. I've been hearing all Drake's old shit lately on the radio. Y'all, is the industry trying to keep him from drowning?
Now when they're playing BBL Drizzy at the VMAs.
Yeah. I don't think his music ever stopped getting played.
Yeah, I'm about to say. I'm pretty sure it's
I think they said it's old shit more so than the new stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, but
I don't
how
listen to
old
radio.
are we talking?
Yeah.
Like, if it's not, you know, comeback season, then all that shit has all been in rotation this whole time.
Still definitely went out.
Like,
And
we
it's still
hear,
Drake.
we still hear you the best, you the best. We still hear all that shit all the time. So,
Oh, best ever had.
huh?
You say you the best?
Yeah, that
That's
you the best, you the best.
Best ever had.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
I said the wrong. I don't know the title.
Oh, all good.
But yeah.
But they added to the last point is, do y'all think the industry is trying to keep him from drowning? I think that's more of the take. That's more of a hot take. Is like, is he drowning to the point where media have to come to the rescue, or is he drowning in general? Is it just a wave of the moment, or what?
He can't drown. So
I don't
that's
think-
when,
I don't
it's
think
like
so either.
that's where it's like, is you keeping him from drowning? Like he's not gonna drown. He can't drown. Like even if his career ended today, like
He's swimming forever.
yeah, his song. It's like R. Kelly. You can't kill that. Like the music is too good. It's gonna always be there. When it comes on, you're gonna listen and you're gonna respect it.
You're gonna know it.
You're gonna know it at least.
You're
Like, I don't
definitely
think he
gonna
can
know
drown.
it.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's one of those artists, record-breaking artists, where it's just like, even if he never put out another song, put out another hit, he's gonna go down in history as one of the greats. But I feel like there are loyalists to him, people who have loyalty to Drake that's going to still play his records, still support him, still speak highly of him. And then there are people that are showing that they never really was rocking with him like that, or they grew tired of him and they express. And everybody has their their stance on that.
No, yeah, I think that's not fair to say. But like she said, they've been playing the Drake old shit. You still hear it everywhere, features, songs. So, all right, cool. We appreciate the engagement. Next one goes to _Briscoe since '92. Slink Johnson needs to be on as one of the hosts. Fair to say.
Hilarious.
That'd be hilarious, bro. I would literally have a ball that day. I feel like that would be so fun.
He gonna smoke this motherfucker out.
That's my only thing that would probably.
I'm not too familiar with.
I don't know who
Black Jesus.
He engages in our content. He's never followed, but I've never watched his thing.
Really?
You never watched Black Jesus?
Who is it? I don't know who it is.
Slink Johnson.
Huh?
Nah, not really.
Grand Theft Auto, the voice, Lamar.
Yo, he's the voice of Lamar. Okay.
Oh,
Countless things, but you never seen Black Jesus on Adult Swim?
Maybe I just don't know. No, I have never seen that.
I've heard of Black Jesus.
That's him?
I didn't know it was him.
That guy that the
Slink
pictures.
Johnson, yeah.
Oh no, I don't know who that is.
He was. He's dressed
He's like
up
a
like that
comedian
because it
or
was
what?
a.
He's funny as fuck.
Yeah,
He's
hilarious.
one of the. And he is on the New Good Times cartoon as the baby.
He did.
Plays the baby.
He did.
He's
What
the
Could
baby.
Go Wrong? Right? Did he do What Could Go Wrong?
Oh, okay. I didn't. I'm not putting that face with that. That's why I'm like.
Who Slink Johnson is just cool.
Crazy.
I know he is. I don't watch him though. I've never seen his thing.
Oh, okay.
Let's get him up here.
The guy that was on what? Okay, now I know.
Craig Smith, Luke Capone, all three of you gotta come up here.
Slink, I got
Oh
it
my
now.
Craig
God.
Schmidt.
I love Craig Smith
Craig
so
is.
much.
Craig said
I know Craig. Craig funny as
dumbest
shit.
shit.
Bruh,
It's how he
so
say it.
funny. That's the thing about it.
His
Y'all
voice,
don't
his laugh.
understand. Like roast me.
Ooh, I love him.
Legendary.
To every single person that was a part of Roast Me,
Billy.
to every single one of y'all, Roast Me kept me alive at a certain point
Yep.
in my life. Like I felt like I loved it so much. It really just made my day. It
The
made me
Don
so
Terrio
happy.
episode.
Oh my
the Don
god,
Terrio
bro!
episode is like the best
They
episode
tore
of that
his
show.
ass up, bro. Like literally, but I swear.
Oh, we should do FMW roast me.
Oh no,
We gotta bring Duno on that day.
That'd be hilarious.
with them or just FMW.
With some of them too would be fire, but they professional. That's not fair.
That's because
Them
they,
niggas
you know,
cold.
I'm scared
So
of
you
they
know,
jokes. Cold with
AD
it.
and Duno went on Roast Me.
Oh, really? They have roast
They tore his
episode?
ass up. They told
Because they professionals. They know how to really roast. Like,
I feel like I can hold
Exactly.
my weight. I think I can.
I can't. I'm
Throw you in the Lions
I'm gonna
den.
just start laughing. You roast me, I'm gonna just start laughing, whatever. But yeah,
I can't do it. I ain't going. I might cry.
cry.
Oh
goodness.
God. I'm
they
sensitive.
roasting you?
Cry because they talking about you telling funny jokes.
That's
you
the
just
shit in the
laugh.
classroom y'all talking about, right? When it was all yeah, that was hilarious. I did used to watch those for sure. All right, well, shit, before we get into our next topic, please make sure you are still downloading or not still downloading. Download Underdog and still using it by using code FMW to get that $1,000 in bonus cash. The link is in the chat and the description, so later on in the show, we'll be giving some picks. Make sure you have the app downloaded. Just deposit a few dollars and win a lot more. You know what I'm saying? Keep
Question,
downloading.
I put in 1,000, they give me an extra 1,000? Or they give me 1,000 just for signing
I think it's a price. I think it's a match. Is that
It's
correct?
a match.
It's a match with a bonus on it.
Okay.
Yeah, so let's do that. What's next?
You stupid. We got a man that predicted his own raid by the feds.
I seen this. This is
Like
crazy.
he knew the time and
No,
date.
this is insane.
Oh, okay. I did see this too.
Let's see this.
He said he walked outside and he just felt something wasn't right.
Come on now. Come on. Everybody go in the train. Everybody go in the train. Hurry up. Let's go. Let's go for the business stuff. Love you, baby.
I didn't listen to it.
Excuse me? It's not that mama. You know
Oh shit!
Oh, they was waiting. It was 4 of them.
Charlie, walk to you. Charlie, around. Charlie, boy. Walk around and start walking backwards to me. Keep your hands above your head. Stay still.
Damn.
Not in front of the kids. Dang.
Shit, they don't care.
Yeah, I know.
He said, so he walked out and said, hurry up before the feds come. And he was literally looking too up the block and they was right there.
Life and death is in the power of the tongue, my boy. I better pick up the Bible.
He spoke it up.
That shit is ridiculous.
I mean, he spoke it up, but it's not like it was happened 15 minutes later. They was already waiting for him.
I mean, they pulled up.
So
right
speaking
up.
it up is like shit. It was already there before you walked out the
tell
house.
the kids to go back in the house.
Can we
if
talk
you feel
about?
like they coming?
Look at the caption. Watch my brother predict his raid with that like laughing, crying emoji. That's not okay.
I think
I
that's
feel
just a
like that
crying
emoji gets that's one of the emojis that gets misconstrued a lot.
Yeah,
Because
that's a
some
sad
people
one.
use it as a sad cry. Some people use it along with the laugh cry.
That
So
shit
that
is-
one is a little. If it was the other one,
Hey, yeah,
I would be
clear as
like,
day.
that's crazy.
That look like dying laughing to me.
That also looks like sobbing.
That looks like crying hard. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why I'm like, that's one of those ones that could get misconstrued. Have you ever, aside from this real quick, have you ever seen the meme about the parents that don't know how to use emojis? And they be doing shit
They be
like
do-
that
oh,
all the
using the wrong
time?
emojis?
Yeah.
Well,
Like, you know how we use the skull for like dead?
Dead.
Like I'm laughing. So like somebody mom had sent them a thing and was like, Uncle such and such passed away today. And
With the
this is dead. Like, and he was just like, bro, that's not, yeah, that
Rick
was.
Lamar just
And it's like, that's not.
That's
because to
not-
me that says laughing
like dead ass.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
like I'm dead.
Like, I'm dead.
Keem had left a comment in regards
saw
to the
that,
emoji.
yeah.
What did he say? Can you go back to it?
I think they must have changed it. Yeah, the test is edited. So he said, nothing never been funny about seeing your father be taken into custody in front of you, that emoji out of pocket. Let me speak to the higher ups who approving these captions. I want them on suspension for a month.
Can be a little in his feel sometimes.
You talking about which caption? Caption on the video or the
But
caption on the?
video is from the
No,
person
the
who
caption
posted
of
it.
the actual Instagram post.
Oh, it was edited. Okay.
Just a laugh emoji before.
Yeah. I mean, I agree. To be honest with you, I really wish that the authorities could figure out some other kind of way to get this off without involving the kids, the family. Like, but by that same token, I feel like if that was a thing, then people would probably use their kids. Like, I'm
not
gonna carry
gonna
my
mess with
kids
me.
with me everywhere, so
I mean,
you can't never
okay,
get
yeah.
on me.
The other side of it is like I don't know what he did. I'm assuming some sort of drugs, but it's like is he thinking about kids when he's selling drugs and fucking up the neighborhood?
Nah, bro, that's not a good enough take, dog.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
can't
'cause
say
what-
that.
Because what they
Why
got to do?
not?
What they got to do with the kids?
I take that though, because if you have kids and you know that you have kids, you have responsibilities to take care of. You don't want this look to happen.
Why I gotta care about your kids? You
Why
don't
are you fucking up?
We don't know what he's doing. We don't know what his case is necessarily to speak on if he's doing anything that's detrimental to children specifically. But to your point, I mean, it's like you can't. His means of what he's doing to make money does not also interfere with something potentially happening to his kids by the police. So like what they're saying is handle it more safely. Obviously you can't really, they handled it, it seems like safer than they probably would have if the kids weren't there.
I
But
wasn't even thinking about safety. I was thinking about trauma.
trauma too.
Yeah, what
That's
Keem
my
said,
thing. Like, you
watching
just
it.
had to watch your dad get
Get
arrested.
taken to jail. That is
you
fucked
saw
up.
the
At
police.
gunpoint.
Now for the rest of your life, you might be a child that's afraid of the police
Yep.
because this happened
But-
to you at a young age. Like, you never know how the circle goes.
And they don't
Because
give a
that's the
fuck.
circle.
Is that
I mean, that's a cycle.
is that his fault or the police's fault though?
There's a reaction to every action. So in this case, it's a hamster wheel. You're totally correct. If
Yeah.
you hadn't done what you did to be in their crosshairs, then they wouldn't even be at your front door. But by that same token, if you gotta be at his front door, are you gonna repeat the cycle by now traumatizing some little kids that may grow up to say fuck the police, that may grow up to do some shit to get back in that position of where now they're getting arrested in
That's
front
a
of their
endless
kids.
cycle, yeah.
And that's wild how it's just like, that's why it's called a hamster wheel. It just keeps going and going
Yeah.
and going. But you're not wrong. If
Yeah.
you don't do crime, you don't get in
Yeah.
police
For
custody.
the most part, yeah.
But you never know. People got to do what they got to do sometimes.
This situation is crazy. I feel sorry for the kids.
For sure.
I feel like I want to say the woman could have called the kids over, but you never know because once they pull them guns out, they could get trigger
Yes, I
happy.
would.
So it's like best to stay still. But I do hope that she was able to get the kids in the house.
It's cyber
This
fraud?
is the story says Charles Boyd, age 28 of Chicago, was sentenced today to 33 months in prison for his role in a cyber fraud scheme known as business email compromise. According to court documents, he pled guilty, all that good old stuff. Yeah, so it's a digital crime, so it wasn't anything messing with kids.
Oh. It was something.
Well,
with,
not directly, but you know.
That's what I mean. Just to your point of kind of like what he was doing
And those
versus what he
children were
deserved.
harmed.
Yeah, some
Well,
people.
it depends. If you steal from a business where I feed my children with that business, you're harming my kids.
Yeah, but some people look at white collar crime as more, or I would say less risky because you're not actually like physically putting anybody in danger. You're not actually outside risking your safety, your life. So I feel like,
and it's less detrimental to the community, you know, side those white collar cyber crimes when you're not dealing with drugs, you're not dealing with weapons, you're not dealing with things that are really affecting our community.
And that goes back to what we were saying the other day about, you know, self-checkout. Do you feel like taking a couple dollars from the man, from the corporation is bigger than, you know, actually getting in the field and being, again, like you said, why do black people have to do black people? I mean, why do we have to go get alcohol sponsorships and all that shit? All of that is all one big, all similar. It's all the same story. It's all the same story. If you don't want to do that, then you got to do something like this. If you don't want to do that, then you got to do something like that. Like, it's crazy, but it all kind of works in hand. So it's the same thing. If you feel like you doing cyber fraud on a big ass company that ain't gonna worry about your couple thousand, you couple tens of thousands, you might have hit them over the head for it. You might think you getting that off. But
same with shoplifting and stealing and shit.
Yeah.
From the Walmart and the Target, like y'all be doing.
I can't be.
Y'all.
That's why Six pulled this stat up. Actually, the stat is Walmart makes around $1.6 billion per day. So he probably pulled this stat up, meaning like shit. Fuck them little $16 candles.
I mean,
Fuck them little $16 candles.
Got it.
Let's say I get a $16 candle, right? And I've been doing this shit for whatever. I go to my car. I got my little bro with me and whatever, and they swarm my car.
Right.
I'm not gonna be like, why y'all doing this in front of my kids? Like, nigga, because you've been stealing candles for 3. Like, I'm about accountability. So it's like, I'm not finna.
You said take the consequence with the action.
Because at the end of the day, you can't judge another person, anybody else's rap. I can call you stupid, and nigga might kill you for that.
Scotty, you could take a $16 candle every day for the next year, every day of the year for 100 years. That's $500,000.
Right. What's your
And
point?
they still don't give a fuck about this shit.
that's a crumb of what they make in a day.
What does that mean, though?
I
Take the candle, nigga.
Take the candle.
We're gonna take the. That's it.
No, take the candle. I'm just saying, don't be upset when there's repercussions.
Yeah.
Or don't be surprised.
And that was also a little different because you was like, you took the candle while you was with him. While you was with him. Like, don't
Maybe
do it
he
while
wasn't
you with
committing
your
his crimes
kids.
with his kids.
That's why I'm saying, like, if you get swooped on right at the minute, like, if you riding around checking chicken with your kids in the backseat and you get pulled over, then dumbass, that's what you get. But
So, what would you want them? How would you want them to go about it? Like, check and make sure the kid's not there first, or serious question?
that's what I'm saying. I don't know.
Oh, you don't know. But you wish there was a
I
better.
wish there was,
better,
and that's why I was like, I wish there
Yeah.
was, but you kind of can't expect that because then we gon' and I can't even say we, criminals in general, all criminals, every color and creed are gonna take advantage of that loophole. Like, if I got my kids, they can't get me, so I'm gonna ride around my kids 24/7.
Yeah.
I seen somebody in the comments say wait for them babies to get dropped off at school, and that could be a good point. Like, could the police have waited or posted up, followed him to
For
the
sure.
school and let the
For
kids get
sure.
out first? I get it to the state of the police, to the fact of the police. Like, we ain't wait, we get our opportunity now. But at the same time, it's like, could you be a little bit more respectful to that sentiment of what it does to what it could do to the kids to see that? Even if they waited and pulled them over in the car, it's still kind of the same thing.
Yeah.
So you could maybe follow them. You know they're going to school. Follow them, wait for the drop off, maybe.
Yeah, I've
You know
seen
what I
that
mean?
happen
Just
too.
to,
I've seen I've seen kids' parents get clinked at the school in the line, waiting to get dropped off or waiting to get picked up. Well, usually it'll be like, I've seen it happen, I think 3 different times, and it was drop off. Like, as soon as they got off, like as soon as kid got out, they pulled off, just woo, 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 and it was like, oh shit, your dad or your mom.
That's
And so it's like
embarrassing.
that too. That's
Better
why
than
I'm
it's
like,
better than in front of the school or in front of the
Yeah.
kid, though.
It's
Yeah, but that's still embarrassing.
but it's still in front of the school.
Yeah.
Cause we standing right
seeing
there
it.
like, oh shit, your mama on the high speed. Like, it's just like, what do you do at that point?
What does this say?
This is insane.
Man tries to get with his deceased friend's girl at the funeral.
All right, Bobby
earlier.
Womack.
Oh man, that's a cold nigga.
Okay, let me get another picture. Okay, let me get another one.
She's smart.
Is she?
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
smart. She was trying to get the picture so she could show everybody this is really him.
And what's going on?
Fuck with me.
I seen this earlier.
Nah, you gotta go back. You gotta let the last one keep playing.
120,
That's when she
140.
say it straight up. He say it straight up.
Okay, I'll show
from? I'm sorry. All right, bro.
He look like TK.
It's an evil world we live in.
That's cold blooded.
At the funeral.
That's
Yeah, she said there was more context to the first video when she was telling him. She was like, your friend.
long live Dino is crazy.
That's so scandalous.
Yeah, I got it.
That nigga's scandalous.
Take you out, bro. What you doing tonight?
Look, your best friend just died. My nigga. What makes you think I'm trying to go out right?
Bro, you want to have it any other way?
She ain't say no.
Dirty Mackin.
She ain't say no.
Yes, I can't bring the rest for 5 minutes. I'm not checking for nobody right now, Dre.
Listen, bro, look. Well, listen.
That low key made me cringe, dog. Like I ain't
Is
even
this a skit?
I don't know.
I
It's,
half thought it was a skit.
I can't
No.
say it was a skit because why would you play it putting your face on a shirt like
Right.
that?
that's not a
Okay,
skit.
You wouldn't
That
play
was-
putting your face on a shirt like that, nor if that was somebody
I
that
thought
actually
that was
passed
juvenile,
away.
but it's
No, that
still
seemed way
nonetheless-
too real. They're outside a graveyard. Her acting seemed natural. He didn't seem like he was acting. I low key feel like that was real, and
Do
that's
you-
sick.
Do you care if you're deceased? Do you care at that point?
If I'm deceased, I don't care about nothing.
I'm
can.
asking.
You can care about
yeah.
None of us
spiritually
know
wise,
what we
These
care about.
niggas.
Better,
look
better
at-
question. If would you be? I mean, obviously you're dead, right? But are you upset at your like you died? I get at your girl at the funeral. You're like you wouldn't like that.
Yeah, spiritually no, but
What?
how
As
does,
your
how
homie?
does
Fuck
Biggie
no,
feel that
nigga.
Stevie
You're
J
dead. What does
married
it matter?
Faith
It doesn't
Evans?
matter. It's still a respect
Aaliyah is
thing.
in heaven. Fuck that bitch down there. I'm up here living.
You
Who
lost me,
said
sis.
that?
Aaliyah's in heaven. Why am I worried about a bitch down here when I'm with Aaliyah, Selena, all the baddies that
Oh,
be
you're in
passed
heaven. I get it. Okay.
Oh, okay, yeah, I was
I
bad.
get it from
That
that
was
We don't
bad.
know what afterlife consists of to say you're gonna be with the baddies in the afterlife.
I get what I want in the afterlife.
What?
Ooh, boy, you gotta pick up a Bible. I think I don't like her actions either, though.
What's wrong with her actions?
Because why is my best friend or whatever
giving you money?
giving you money? Because
he's trying to get
You're
at
supposed
you.
to give the family of the
You
deceased money.
taking the money.
When has niggas
Just for the sake, I'm sure for the
They
sake of the
supposed
video,
to.
her response didn't seem like she was going,
you
bro. If
supposed to
that's
walk
what you're
up to the
implying.
widow.
If he giving you money, you might as well go on a date. What are we talking about?
Well, she took it for the moment, for the video, I believe. I that's how I feel. I don't know if there's any more context to this story or if this is if the girl has came out and posted this video or whatnot. But there's people walking in the background like they are at a funeral.
No, I think this is real. I'm just saying, bro, we need enough integrity and character to where she's not even finna film or entertain this bullshit. My nigga just died. I'm driving off. What are
But
we
she's
talking about?
exposing them.
She's trying to let the people know.
Yeah,
For what?
to let his
that's
homies
real
know,
friend.
like, look what's going on.
She might feel that disrespected because you
That's
got to think
highly
about it. If
disrespectful.
she was to go back and tell them people this, they
They
would
might
be
not
like,
believe
"Yeah,
her.
right, bitch," and they might take his word over hers. Then she might be in a problem. It might be all types of shit. So she like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna get some."
That's why she was like, let me get a picture of you to throw him off while the
like,
camera's
she
out.
was
But
just
all
like,
of that
I'm
is you're okay. When you pigs wrestle with other pigs, you get muddy. You just getting muddy. You
He
might as well
said-
steer clear. That's how I feel.
He
about it.
said long.
Nobody
live
would have
Dino.
known if she
Okay.
stood
We
clear.
don't
Is what
need
she's
to know
saying.
that this nigga's a fuck nigga.
So are you? So
Everything-
if that's the case, and you wouldn't want your people to know that it was a snake in their circle.
She trying to let the
Because
the
she's
block
trying to
know.
she's trying to let everybody know, like, this man is a snake. I feel like if he was out here trying to get, there's no reason why he should be trying to get at me. So yes, did she do it kind of wild, posting it on social media? For sure. Maybe she was like, I'm gonna post it on here so everybody could see it, so everybody know he out of pocket. But would you not want people to know if there was a snake in the circle? Because you're saying rolling around in the mud, you get muddy, but she's just
Exposing.
Is it rolling around in the mud, or is it trying to
She took a picture of the mud.
point at the mud? Yeah, like point at the pig in the mud, like y'all. It's a
Once
pig
you
over
took
here.
money to me that was I don't get that part.
No,
I don't
as
get
the
that
widow,
part.
you're supposed to receive money from people who come to the funeral. They supposed to
Right.
go over to the widow
I
and
think
bless
some
the
people
widow
aren't above the
bread.
cash, but will
Yeah.
still morally not fuck with it if
Yeah.
it doesn't
No, I'm
just
taking
take
the
the
money
money.
too.
You know what I'm saying?
You taking them?
I just want to know:
I think that
is
makes you crooked.
there more context
take
to who
the
these
money.
people are at all, like their social medias, or if this is like proven to be factual, so we can have more context, or no, this is all we got.
Flacco be coming with the
That's
iffy
it.
ones,
That's
bro.
it.
Wasn't the last one from Flacco?
Yeah, with the car and shit.
I think that was real though, but that's cold.
That is wild. That's out of pocket for sure. All right, next, you stupid, cause is Real Boston Richie says he once cried in front of his girlfriend just to get her back. I almost read it like it was a
earlier on, if you actually will cry to get her back. Like you're crying.
His 18-year-old girlfriend.
Oh, they've been in some shit about this forever.
So what he's saying? He said he cried in front of his 18-year-old girlfriend to get her back.
Emotionally manipulating the 18-year-old girl, which is probably very easy because she's 18.
I think they're probably saying it's an issue because she's 18. Why are you crying over an 18-year-old girl? Is what I'm assuming. This is the whole point of this.
Nah, I think it's just the fact that he cried
to get her back.
I think the 18 is just to get the likes,
the
and
clicks.
Yeah,
because that's been for context. They've been going back and forth about this for a long time because he was dating her before she turned 18.
Oh.
Yes. So this is an influencer. They've been together. It was like a whole thing, like when she graduated, all that stuff. Like it was very out there. She was secretive about it, but people were putting the two and two together.
Okay.
And then he was just kind of with the whole like, I don't really give a fuck, so sue me energy about it. So they're gonna keep saying that she's 18 for sure because he keeps acting like it don't matter. But they've been in the media for a while about this.
No, this hasn't crossed my my timeline. I did not know that he was dating at 17. Now she's 18-year-old. Damn.
And that's her right there. I think her name is Tatiana. But it's like she's fully like breast job already, BBL already.
Okay.
Lips.
Social media
40-inch
grown,
bust down.
Look 25,
designer
28.
bags, designer shoes.
Being grown, leaving her heels.
So it's like people, we're looking like, damn, she looked my age. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't even believe that this was a 16, 17-year-old girl.
If you go to Foxy or Lil Kim's pictures, you're not going to believe that they 15 and 17 when they was doing their iconic imagery for hardcore Il Nana. So this ain't nothing new under the sun. It's been a culture where women grow up, young women grow up too fast, young ladies grow up too fast.
You never cried over a relationship?
Absolutely. That's my point.
I'm going deeper. Fuck this.
But on purpose.
Yeah.
Like, you didn't mean it, but you just did it. Yeah.
Like, I mean, you work it out. You there's like, okay, you know, when things happen as a man, like you gonna feel the emotion deep down. You may not let it out. You just dig
Suppress
in and you bring it out. I've definitely cried. I was
never.
Yeah, there's no such thing.
Senior year high school?
Cried?
Stone cold.
I could see that.
Never.
I actually believe that because you be angry.
I don't even show an emotional side. I'm a ghoster. It's very immature, but that's what I do. I'll ghost you, cut off communication. You won't hear from me for a long time. I'm that.
Yeah.
I don't show the emotion. I'm not going to write in a paragraph. I'm not going to call you more than once.
You never messed up and just had, like, that was the last ammunition you had?
Fuck messing up, just caring about somebody enough to invoke that emotion out of you.
I think I care about myself more.
I think this one was a mess up one.
What do you mean, though?
I care about myself more. I'm more involved or centered around myself than to ever cry over somebody else. I have not met a person yet that I love more than I love myself or even close.
So you think crying is making you not? Is that a definition of you loving yourself?
To me, yes. I think I'm emotionally retarded.
So you don't cry at all.
I live with that.
You don't cry at all in general.
It has to be something like a family, like with a parent or something.
So things that are like that you see on TV.
Those are the people I love more than myself. My mom, my dad.
But not something. So only way you're gonna cry is if something bad happens. Like happy things don't make you emotional, or like
cry laughing all the time.
Like a wedding, seeing a family member get married.
But I cry laugh, like I laugh tears all the time.
But sadness or happy things don't invoke tears unless it would be like death.
Not just death, because both my parents are alive, thank God. But something involving them, that is a soft spot.
Do you think that's a trauma of yours, or why you can't cry or you don't cry?
It could be. I'm not a psychologist. I wouldn't know. I know that I'm emotionally retarded. I know even in relationships, friendships, as we discuss, even in business, sometimes I'm petty. I hold on to things, or I don't show that vulnerability. I'm stone cold with it. See you and not speak.
I think
like it's nothing. That
I have
type
those
of
same
stuff.
things, but are you working on those things? That's the key.
Clearly.
Same.
I was just wondering if it was like do you feel like it's a problem? You feel that way?
Absolutely.
You said you're emotionally retarded?
Why? Yeah, absolutely. Why? I mean, not all, but the relationships I've been in, why have I never cried or broken? They always cry. They always cry to me.
Is your dad in your life?
My dad was always in my life. I was raised by my dad.
Mom's not in your life.
Mom's, I used to see her on the weekends.
Yeah.
Do you think it's because you were raised tough because you weren't around your mom on a consistent basis? You think that may have some input?
It might be. Yeah, my father was strict and tough, hard, Also,
was he always like, you know, like toughen up, don't be soft,
Yeah.
like
militant?
yeah, that could be why
Yeah.
then, and not having that soft motherly nature that embraces the softness of her son.
That's
I
that
guess.
boys don't cry.
Especially if you're the only child. You have brothers and sisters.
I grew up the only child. My father had children later on in life.
See,
but I
and
grew
you was the
up-
only child.
I
Yeah,
was the only
that
child, yeah.
kind of makes sense.
Y'all spin the block with exes?
Yes.
They tried to with me, but no, I don't.
Really?
It don't work out. It don't ever end
Never.
well.
It never
It
hit
don't
the
ever
same
end well.
Remove.
Spin the block as far as like what,
Yeah,
like
get back
retry,
with
like
him?
retry again a whole relationship, or like it's a girl ex as far as like what, like girl,
Somebody that you was
like dating, like real dating.
I love all my, like, I get along with everybody I dealt with. So yeah, we all
That's
cool.
nice.
Yeah, I don't have bad relation. I don't have bad.
Even the ones that did me wrong. Life is good, bro. I don't give a
Y'all
You said you still
communicate?
cordial?
Yeah, listen,
still-
I'm so fraud. Like, I will not fuck with you and like sit in your face and key, but I just don't fuck with you. Like,
Why do that?
because it's what I'm beef with you. I don't need no enemies. But
Try to get sick, nigga.
I categorize you for which, like, bitch, you did me dirty. I'm not gonna hate
But
you,
you'll
but I
still
know
go sit in her face?
we're not gonna go out to dinner or nothing. But people
if
tap in like, hey, what's up? How you been? I'm good. Blah blah. Blah. But I still
So
know
you've been done dirty. Those are the ones you won't double back on.
I
It
just
depends
label
on
you
the
as a
girl.
snake. I know you a snake.
I think it all depends on how the breakup happened. If it broke up on bad terms or animosity, then spinning the block is probably never gonna happen. But if you break up and it just don't work, and y'all both move on, and 4 or 5 years later down the line, y'all cross paths again, it could be a completely different mindset. She could have glowed up, you could have glowed up. It could be like, damn, we bonded on this, but now we're at a different point in our life where we can probably take it serious. I wouldn't be opposed to it. Obviously, not me. I'm speaking outside of a relationship, but I don't think there's anything wrong with it as long as y'all didn't end on bad blood.
You amicable with your exes?
Yeah, for the most part, it's one nigga I got blocked though for sure. That nigga is bliggity blocked. But aside from that, yeah, I'm cool. Like I'm not
It's maturity.
disrespectful. I'm not like. It's always all good. Like some of them, I even know they girl. Like it's not even like I'm all in their face, like you said. But it's just like, hey, what's up? How y'all doing? Okay, for sure. Like
That's cool.
keep it
Yeah,
pushing.
it comes with growth
Mature.
and maturity. Yeah, that comes with growth and maturity.
Follower. That's my favorite button. I just
Yeah.
go right there, remove follower.
Yeah.
That's a cold button. I like
I don't block because they might still like LA rap. They might still want to check out some LA
You
Oh,
rap.
just
no,
don't-
I'm
you
talking
just
about
don't want it
blocks
to
from
follow.
my phone. Like you cannot call me, you cannot text me. I'm social media. You can do whatever you want to do. Cool. Follow me. Follow up. Do what you got to do.
Yeah.
But all that,
Communication.
you can't call me. You can't text me. You can't none of that. Don't, bitch. No.
Hey, when you were hurt in your relationship and you was crying, how long did it last?
What, the relationship?
No, where you were crying because of like trying to get her back and you was broken
I
up
was
with?
on BS, bro. I was a senior in high school. We went on like a UCLA trip.
Oh, you was a kid.
I was
You a kid.
upstairs. Yeah, I was upstairs with some other girl. She came knocking on the door. I cried just to, some bullshit.
She
See,
fell for
that's
that
why I
shit?
said that's.
Yeah, she fell for that.
Baby, I'm sorry.
You crying because I caught you upstairs? I should be crying.
Bro, we was like, I was a senior in high school, bro.
Damn.
We-
That was his way
And
of showing
too,
apology.
I'm a very convincing, charismatic person. It's one of my skills.
But that's what I'm saying. Is two different cries. There's the cry to get out of the shit. And there's the cry because you actually are so affected by what's happening.
Nah,
you gotta,
that's crazy.
as a partner,
You did a pity cry.
As a partner,
I'm fake
you have
crying.
to be vigilant. You have to be able to read through which is which. Because I'm going to tell you right now, I know to get out of bullshit cry at all times.
Right.
That's when it come with the, oh my God, I can't do this and I don't know what I'm about to do and I'm a jump. No, you're not. No,
Oh, I hate the fake
you gotta
suicidal
relax.
shit.
You gotta relax.
Do a backflip.
And that one, that's what I'm saying. Like that one, that shit fucks with me the most. I take that one very personally because my life was personally affected by somebody that I loved the more than anybody else in this world that took their life. And so for me, when you play like that, that's it. Do it.
Do it too. Yeah, 'cause you're doing too much.
If you're gonna do it, and I hate that I have to get to that point because now I'm mad because you playing in my face. Don't use it as a ruse. Don't bluff it. That's not a joke.
Yep.
That's not a joke. As a matter of fact, it's crazy. I think I just saw recently it's Suicide Awareness Month. If you ever feel like you need help, if you feel like you need to talk to somebody, if there's anything that you're going through, please reach out. Do not be afraid to talk to people because you need to know that you are loved, you are important, you are valuable, and the world is a better place with you on it than with you not on it.
Amen
It'll
to that.
never be the answer. It'll never be the answer. Rest in peace to my motherfucking uncle. That's how I feel about that. But anyway, back to what we were saying. Yeah, no. If you start doing all that crying shit, I gotta read it. I gotta read it. You know what I'm saying? Like I gotta figure out which is which.
As a woman, do men? Because I don't think I don't think I'm gonna cry ever at this point in my life. But at what age? Like, when's the last time a nigga cried to you? At what age was he? You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't imagine myself.
Yeah, it depends on how in love you are, bro.
You think so?
Yeah, bro. Because right now I'm not even gonna cap. Right now, if I fucked up and did some shit, and with my relationship and my girl wanted to leave me, I'm crying for sure.
Really? Well,
I've been with her for almost 5 years, nigga. When you build a love and a relationship over 5 years, and emotional attachment, that emotional attachment leaves, you're gonna cry.
It's like I want that, but I don't want that. I don't want to feel tethered to anything in that regard.
You have a
but that's kind of the purpose of life. The purpose is to bond, love, and procreate. Like, so you're pretty much saying you don't ever want to experience to learn to love somebody as much as you love yourself.
You do?
I would go to the end of the world for my girlfriend, and I've only been with her for 4.5 years.
I want to go to the end of the world for myself. I don't want to do it for somebody else.
What you have to understand is love is love, and it's only love. The feeling that comes with
Angelou.
But love is love.
Like, wait, what? Love is love, but it's only love with the love doctor.
That's proverbial.
Love is an emotion, and it's a feeling that's from the Bible. But the feeling of the detachment that's not love. And so, like, you can't. I think you might be because I'm projecting.
Speak.
But you're conflating like when you're in love and like what happens when you lose it. When you lose it, that's not the love. That's a different emotion. But love itself can only be a beautiful thing. So don't be afraid of that.
Be afraid of
like the fear of the love.
I don't want to. And then Boz has a great line where he says, "We could take the leap of faith, but I don't want to reach the bottom." So it's like you don't want to even feel the sky because you don't want to hit. You
scared. You too scared.
You know what I'm saying?
He gaslight bitches.
He gaslight the fuck out.
No, you just
Absolutely.
That was some ism, though. Hey, that was some ism. I'm not mad at that. That was some ism.
Yeah, no, I mean that's the truth. You want to go to the extent somebody else with you. So, but you can't be scared of the unknown. I think you got to embrace that feeling of love because it was different for me. Like I was never that person to be like, what? Like love, put somebody first or nah. But once you do, it's good. It's good not to be scared.
Open you up. Pause. It's gonna make you feel.
I want to make myself feel that way.
That's you feel like you haven't yet, and that's why.
No, that's the start.
I'm chasing that.
So you haven't yet. That's why you feel like.
No, but I'm gonna get there.
Because I don't feel like you can love somebody else properly until you know how to fully love yourself. Sure. And that's the start.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like I respect that answer because it's like how do I know how to give you everything when I can't even give myself everything.
Right here.
Yeah, it takes time. That's why I always tell the
step one.
Yeah,
to wholeness.
0.5.
I always tell the young homies, don't rush it, man. Like literally take your time with it because you'll know when the time is right. You know what I'm saying? Don't waste your time on some bullshit before that.
This next topic is hilarious, man.
I'm so use the restroom so bad, but this is niggardom, and I don't like it.
I'm so tired of this nigga.
I'm
not
even
know what it is. Go ahead.
Also, Frosty the Snowman, Inglewood MC, collecting. This is a video of him collecting the leftover juice his homie knocked over. Let's check it out. He's always doing some stuff. Not the EBT card.
With the EBT card is even worse.
I'm not drinking that, but then again, I don't drink lean. But I'm not drinking nothing that's been
I've seen
touched.
niggas do this type of shit over there.
I mean, you could always if you really gonna go to the advance with it, you could put it through a strainer and get the little crumbs out and still use it.
The ground crumbs.
It's still the ground.
Niggas don't care, man. They pour that shit, mix it with a drink, you ain't gonna taste it,
bro.
Have I ever? I've had lean. I didn't enjoy it.
Oh, okay.
But I have tried lean. Yes.
So you know I think it's scooping it off.
and it's expensive.
I guess.
That looked really watery though. By the way,
it's also purple, and if niggas know for real, purple don't exist no more.
That shit,
so it's rare.
the promethazine.
I don't know if that's.
If it's real purple, then it's rare.
Well, it looks really watery, but nonetheless,
man, kick the cup. Yeah.
Nonetheless,
shout out to Mozzie and them. Kick the cup. I don't know if he's still doing it, but
literally that's liquid heroin.
Kick the cup challenge was fire. I loved when that movement was going on, and it was like, man, we off it.
I ain't gonna lie.
Pouring it out.
Yeah,
pouring it out.
Sell it, please.
I'm glad I'm allergic though, because I probably would have been indulged. That's one drug I would have probably, unfortunately, been on. But I'm allergic to codeine. So
are you?
Yeah, I have to like literally. It's on. I think I was supposed to have a card in my wallet because if anything ever happens to me, and they put me on codeine, like a car accident or something, I'll die.
Oh damn!
I'm allergic. I swole up. I gained like 20 pounds of water weight. Had to go to the hospital. Had hives everywhere.
Damn, that's me with shellfish.
I was around Flip all the time, and that's what they known for in Houston. So I was sipped it once, and then the next morning I woke up, it was over. I knew. I'm glad. It was good though.
It's a strange.
Yeah, I gotta have.
You know, I've been given lean once or twice before, and I didn't enjoy it. I was like, I like the soda. I like the soda part though, and the Jolly Ranchers. Give me a version double cup.
They always
have them. They have them without the promethazine.
They have it at shout out Boss Man. I think Boss Man and we have to look it up. Can you go to Boss Man's page? It's a soda they be drinking. That tastes like
lean but not lean.
Yeah, it just doesn't give you the feeling of the sleepy
Boss Man the rapper or Boss Man
the third one.
Oh, the Boss Man from Mac and Co. Shout out to him. Triple Platinum.
Yeah. Shout out Triple Plat. That's my dog.
Yeah, they definitely got.
Shout out Triple Plat. Send me a nice little. You feel me? I gotta do my little.
One of the flyest big niggas on the West Coast.
They've been doing that for a minute. The
I don't know. It might have been on his
imitation.
They got a weed version of that.
Yeah, because they don't, because it's illegal.
Yeah.
So obviously super illegal.
No, so it tastes good, pause, but no, not for me. I feel like Frosty goes viral at least like once a week or every other week for some social media shit. Yeah. Do you guys feel like it ever overpowers his music, or do you feel like it adds to his music?
I mean, it depends on what you want your image to be.
Okay.
Because like, didn't they like stomp somebody? I was supposed to say that somebody got stomped out a few.
Yeah, but they were saying so. Different platforms, including the other one, listed that he did that, but he wasn't even present at the time of that incident. Yeah. Speaking of LA rappers, real quick, I want to. We won't say any names, but we had 2 LA rappers scheduled to be guests on Fair to Say this week.
We did,
and neither one was able to make it to their interview.
He is a rapper,
and so as someone who also interviews LA rappers, me predominantly LA rappers. Yeah. How many times does that type of stuff happen? Type of thing happen to you? Because it happens all the time to me.
All the time.
You know, and no offense to the people that were supposed to come up here. I'm not saying this about you guys.
No, it's not about y'all. LA rappers in general.
Well, what I'm going to say, it typically happens with the LA rappers who don't have prominent careers.
Oh.
That's usually when I run into that issue.
Yeah.
But that's why I say it's not about the specific people. Because the specific ones are,
LA rappers.
There's some ones. But typically it's the ones who are like just not caring it the correct way. But I think it's a business mindset thing. Right,
or lack thereof.
Or
from my experience over the years, this is going to be year 6 of a day in LA, I believe, and the third report card. From my experience, one, I'll say LA rappers will reach out to me and ask me to interview them, and I'll set up a date. I'll double confirm, I'll triple confirm, and they'll either cancel like 30 minutes before or just flake no communication, which is my least favorite. Which is just a no call, no show.
No call, no show.
I got crazy. A lot. I'll tell you off camera. It's a lot of names that have no call, no show me. I will say I remember
that's out of pocket.
That's crazy. Out of pocket.
I remember one time for the Dan Lay podcast I was doing with the ladies. It was one rapper, I won't say his name, but he was like over 3 hours late. But the thing was, he kept texting like, I'm on my way. I'm almost there. I'm almost there. And it wasn't until the next morning he called me like, bro, I was off the juice. I fell asleep. For an interview that he asked for. Then I get to the white-owned platform. I'm on the books to interview him there. His interview was at 6 o'clock. He showed up at 6:01. So it's like, oh, you show up for this. You show up to what you want to.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So my point is, I feel like LA rappers definitely got to do a better job at showing up to the interviews, doing press, doing it properly, and putting some respect on us black media people's time. Because time is
professionalism goes a long way, no matter what your image or what you portray. Like, you can't never be too cool to be either punctual or respectful in those environments and be willing to communicate. Like, you can't expect your career to go further without being a personality and being presentable and marketable and understandable. Because, like, niggas be fucking their own careers off.
Absolutely.
Not showing up, not being respectful on interviews, and it's just crazy.
And just, I mean,
stop stroking that.
Not. Whoa.
Shit.
You just sitting there playing
Reset
with
the room.
bottle.
Jesus Christ.
Well, while we're on the subject of musicians, since we have had so many issues with other musicians, why don't we introduce the world to some new musicians?
That part.
It's time for Coastal Claps.
Yay!
I think it did really well last week.
We stuck with Coastal Claps, not slaps, right?
Yes, because in the Bay we do say blap, clap, whap.
The logo's
slap,
made already.
all of it. Yes.
Claps.
I made the logo, so it's already here. There we go. So fun.
What's yours this week?
So my NorCal pick of the week is coming from Just Bang, out of Oakland, California. He is on FOD, which is Filthy Rich's platform. Not platform, his label. Shout out to them and shout out to everything they're doing over there. It's a lot of good talent coming from that circle right now. I love this song called 8 Count. So again, we can't play the songs, but as you guys saw last week, we will be putting a post on the FMW page that will have these for you to go listen to. Bang to me is very much, they always like to say that Detroit and the Bay are distant cousins or like first cousins, really, I feel like. So if you're into like, you know, that hustler rap, I call it hustle rap, trapper rap, like not trap music, but it's definitely like if you're into like a Babyface Ray or if you're into like, you know, that type of thing, maybe like an All-Star JR or like a Tay B, very much so this is in your pocket. And I like to give those suggestions because, you know, sometimes people don't really know what to expect. So shout out to Just Bang. This is my pick of the week. It's called 8 Count and I love this song so much. I love the sample. By the way, the beat is hard, so there we go. Bet. Make sure you guys tap in with that. Also, just an update. So last week's Coastal Clap for SoCal edition was Samad from Compton. Yes. He had a song called Stop Rapping About Oxy. So he just dropped a new project last night called Pretty Girls Love Drama. Oh, that's hard. It's fire. It's like his third project this year. He has a song called Clothes and Drugs. Shout out to him. But my pick for this week is an artist I feel like is so slept on. He reminds me of 03 Greedo. I've had conversations with Greedo about him. I'm like, he could be like the next you. Yeah. His name is Tory Lanez. He's from Long Beach. The song is called A. And it's fire. His vibe is just there. He uses auto-tune, but it's still like hardcore gangster rap. It don't sound like no OG funk shit. It's fresh, it's new. The only thing I can really compare it to is Greedo sound, such a unique West Coast sound. Tapri's issue is, and I've spoke to him about this, is he don't do photo shoots, he don't do music videos, he don't do enough interviews. I'm the only person to ever interview him. His first performance was at the Kalen concert that me and Six went to not too long ago. He opened up there, so he has to get his visibility out. But this is helping his visibility. So make sure you tap in with Tapri Grams at Gualanese on all social media platforms. Shout out to him. Yeah, I like Tapri. I like Tapri a lot. He does a lot with Mark Nasty. Okay, cool. So I think you'll start to see him come out a little bit more with more stuff now that he has that. Absolutely. So Greedo was telling me, like, I was talking to him, he was like, nah, bro, stop telling him to be visible. Like, him being mysterious is going to help him. Yeah. It's going to boost his shit. I'm like, no, bro, people don't know who he is because they don't know his face. They're not seeing it. So we kind of had like a little DM debate about that. How you feel about it? Should he be more visible or should he keep the elusive, mysterious, I don't know who he is, weekend shit going on? I was about to say, I think the only times we've really seen that work was with The Weeknd and with her. Okay, yep. Her was like that whole... That moment, that era when she first came out and everybody was like, who is this? We do not know who this is. But granted, with her, they did that because she already had an existing career that they were trying to overshadow. Yeah, they were trying to like, not necessarily wipe it, but Gabrielle, they wanted it to be a rebrand. Her. Yeah. So they were just like, okay, it's just her. We just gonna give her. Oh, 24 hours. Shout out to 24 Hours because that definitely is Royce Rizzy. Isn't that his name? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He did the same thing. Yeah, he was just putting out music and not ever really popping out and doing shows or anything until the music blew, and then he was like, okay, I'm gonna come out, and then everybody was like, oh shit. So it's about what route you choose to take, I guess, but I don't feel like either one is wrong. It's usually a rebrand. Usually when people do that, it's a rebrand. So unless he's gonna change his name, then he got to get visible. Yeah, I mean, unless you want to count like Marshmello, Daft Punk, like that's a DJ thing too, like where I'ma pop out as this character, but you're never gonna know my real identity. So that's the thing. Yeah, I remember she was hiding her face. She finally showed her face. I've never seen MF Doom. Rest in peace. But that's another one. Oh yeah, I don't know what his face looks like. That's another one. So I don't know. But that was that's a good one. I don't know what I would tell him to do. Maybe do a little bit. Okay, yeah, a little bit. Or at least just have more of a presence on social media. Music videos, at least. Yeah, even if you're not showing yourself, just show something. I agree. Yeah.
We need a segment, bro, about like science or something. Shit we can just nerd out about.
You a nerd too?
I am.
Really?
Told you I want to go to space and shit.
Yeah, I don't mean you a nerd though.
I'm a nerd.
Oh, that's dope though. That's good to know. Might be indulging some topics, come up with something creative. You know what I mean? Talk about. What's next? I don't know where we left off. Oh, y'all got y'all segment.
Yep.
Shout out to those artists. You know what I'm saying?
Post
Shout
some
out.
claps.
Shout out to the segment. And this moves us into hot topics. Red Lobster has been in the topics a lot lately, specifically about going out of business and bankruptcy and all that. And now they're announcing that they promoted a new CEO, 35-year-old black man. That's very young to be a CEO. And obviously he's black. So what do y'all think they gonna bring back the old school Red Lobster chain with them biscuits?
Seafood boil. He's a nigga.
Listen,
He's thinking big.
I swear to God, I was just about to say I want to see the menu changes because I know he's gonna
Seafood
do it.
boil.
If you bring a seafood boil to
Red
Red
Lobster.
Lobster,
It's gonna nigga it out.
lemon drops,
Right.
seafood
Lemon
boils,
drop I'm taking my
espresso
Benadryl.
martini.
Damn, she sold me. I was ready to talk shit. I'm with it.
Why
I was
do you
finna
want
talk.
coffee with liquor, Scott? Like, like what is that? Like,
Because work hard, play harder. That's all I'm gonna say.
Just stay energized.
He's also been a very successful CEO. He was the
Yeah,
CEO of
PF Chang too.
Really?
Yeah.
While running his hedge fund.
Pip change
I
is
thought you talking
cool.
about me.
Pip change is cool. I like to let.
You was on the horse outside taking pictures.
It's gonna
No.
sound crazy, but I like the lettuce wraps.
While
You don't?
I like the lettuce
I love
wraps.
the lettuce
from
wraps.
Pip Change.
Oh, I'm so
yeah.
proud of you.
Yeah.
Nigga lying.
I'm not lying. I love
This
them.
shit is fire.
I love
don't
them
care
lettuce
what.
wraps.
I don't care what you are. You're going to eat a PF Chang lettuce wrap. Them shit
Fire.
is
I'm like, could you fry it? But I guess not.
fry the lettuce, Dijon. I just gave you credit. You know what? Fuck you. I just gave you credit.
Damn, he's 35, Nigerian. He did the CEO of PF Chains, generated $1 billion in revenue for that chain specifically. I guess they're saying, okay, so yeah, like I was saying, in May 2024, the seafood chain filed for bankruptcy. So after the bankruptcy, they had to sell off, it looks like. And he's the lucky man up to run the job.
And they had $1 billion in debt and less than $30 million cash.
That's crazy.
That's why they were like
that's
literally.
low because
That's
Red
not
Lobster
enough.
used to boom.
Well, no, I think eating out has declined a lot, specifically prices, availability. But I think a lot of people want to eat more high end, and they
And
looked
you
at Red Lobster as like low budget seafood.
And you can't DoorDash Red Lobster. You don't trust. You don't trust.
I would.
Even as a seafood eater, I didn't really ever mess with Red Lobster.
You could do all those restaurants. You could do like the
Wait.
one that blew my mind was you could DoorDash Sizzler.
Time out.
I've done it before.
And I'm like, how do you DoorDash the salad bar?
I don't go to the salad bar.
Okay.
But
Didn't
yeah.
Beyonce have a line about Red Lobster? Like if you,
Yes.
What'd she say?
you're gonna eat Red Lobster, bro.
Oh,
Yeah, no, I mean, Red Lobster, I used to eat Red Lobster back in the day, like the early 2000s, late 90s in Illinois. When I moved out to Texas, Red Lobster, there was too many other options. We had Papados, we had
Roadhouse.
Yeah, we had so many different seafood
good.
options when I moved to
I'll take
Texas.
Red Lobster.
But
I used to
but
take
in
Red Lobster all the time.
but in the inner city where I'm from, like that's like Red Lobster is like going out to eat where I'm from.
Do y'all
That's
feel
the
like-
bougiest restaurant in town, one of them.
Y'all feel like they gave him a burning ship as far as like a CEO, or do you think like is it a bad like?
Duh,
gotta
black
be-
people always gotta
That's
save the
what I'm
world.
saying.
But it got to be up to you to accept it.
Or I'm
Yeah.
saying, or it's like this is the guy who could bring us back. Is it more
Yeah.
positive or negative?
It's how he looks at it because he could be if he's
you don't have to
optimistic.
accept
Yeah.
If he changes that menu,
Well,
if
true.
he changes that menu, he can bring them back. But if
But
he
they got
just
the
goes
buildings.
in trying to just go in and new ownership, no, it's not gonna work.
I think he should come. You know what I'm
New
noticing?
logo,
Everybody's
everything.
doing
Celebrity
cantinas.
cantina.
Like Taco Bell has a cantina, like it's a whole bar. Like you could go in there and get
Yeah.
alcohol, all that stuff.
Oh, Red
I
Lobster
think if
bar?
they changed everything to like party a little bit, because I feel like people want to go more like to turn up. You know, Red Lobster is like dark.
Is it?
Hookah. Hookah in the
No.
Red Lobster.
No, right?
You trying to get
Why?
ratchet?
You
Hookah
mean
and
to tell me you
seafood?
wouldn't fuck with a Baja Blast hookah?
Hookah and
Man,
seafood.
no
Hookah,
way.
Yeah.
It's a seafood spot.
Oh, we talking about Red Lobster. I was still on Taco Bell.
Oh no, Taco Bell.
Okay,
yeah.
I got one more pitch. Red Lobster waffles. You bring a waffle, you get a
Boy,
waffle.
you are. That's
I'ma
some
tell
big
you.
back shit. What the hell?
Niggas is gonna nig. I'm gonna tell you that. What the problem is he's not wrong. I've had that at brunch before.
What? Lobster and waffles?
Fried lobster tails
Uh-huh.
and red velvet waffles was a whole
A
ass
hit.
You was
meal.
in Houston? Where was you at?
No, I was in Oakland.
Where was you at?
I was in Oakland.
Wait, I'm lying. In Atlanta, at Toast on Lennox, we definitely had
Yeah.
seafood waffles.
Yeah, you
Definitely
could.
did.
Y'all see, y'all not thinking big enough. I'm thinking.
No, you think
Red
That don't sound too like fried catfish and waffles. It don't. That sounds normal.
Maybe
Catfish and waffles?
Maybe fried.
they can
like,
have grits.
Fried
too.
catfish and waffles.
Brunch.
The same thing as
Red
fried
Lobster
chicken and
brunch.
waffles. It's the same
Red
thing.
Lobster needs brunch. Mimosas, bottomless mimosas.
I just feel they just need a rebrand. Back to rebrands. They just need a rebrand.
crash
Just shut down, take the sign off, don't tell us who you are, and make.
I'm telling you, you need a new logo, a new menu, and a new vibe, and then you'll be okay.
I keep thinking
Lobster
of
sweet
Chili's.
potato waffle is crazy.
It doesn't need to be. It doesn't need to feel like a chain. It needs to feel more
Oh, yeah,
exclusive
yeah.
now. That's gonna be their win. Is to make it feel exclusive.
Oh, that's a nigga, yeah.
Cause that's how PF Chang was at first when it first came out. Everybody was like,
That
"Oh, I
shit
want
do
to go
look
there."
good.
Yeah.
That shit.
I ain't trying to crack
It is.
shells and shit though.
But all of
It's
these,
one
do you
shell
feel
for a
like?
lobster.
Do you feel like all the restaurants are pretty much like the Team Jordan of another restaurant? Because I feel like PF Chang was the Team Jordan of like a Mr. Chow.
Oh yeah.
And then like Red Lobster could be like the Team Jordan of like a crustacean.
Crustaceans.
Yeah.
Which is fire.
You feel me?
Uh-huh.
So it's like if they do something like that where they really kind of elevate it a little bit, then yeah.
It's brackets for everybody. They probably just need to crash the business, to be honest with you.
They were about to let it go with the bankruptcy, but I think they feel like putting somebody in a new position. If he's gonna come in with new ideas, they were probably like, all right, fuck it.
I trust the brother. He's gonna save Red Lobster. He's gonna.
I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
Okay, will you actively support Red Lobster?
I would go.
No,
I'm allergic to shellfish, but I'll get the catfish nuggets.
Really?
You're
I
allergic to shellfish?
Yes, I heard the catfish nuggets are to die for.
Because I feel like kicking crab is the new Red Lobster, no?
That's why they got to compete. They got to jump in again.
Kicking crab is fire.
They got the buildings.
You said what?
Say how much they paying you to do a black man like this?
Damn. Why you do that?
You should talk about supporting black business now.
I mean, it's not this, just Red Lobster. Like, I don't know. But if you're right, maybe if they change it up, maybe.
But that's
we'll
why
go
he's
for it.
saying if they bring seafood boil culture
Yep,
to Red
to there.
Lobster,
New
then
menu.
it probably would go
Yeah.
off.
Yep, hookah.
New menu, new
table.
logo.
Oh, that's what a seafood boil. I didn't know the seafood boil.
Yeah,
was.
that's
My-
like yeah,
hookah
that's
go.
Like boiling
like
crab.
Okay, if they do that, then we might
Like
have
boiling crab in a bag, and you put the season on the plate, put
If
some
they do
bibs on and
that,
shit.
I do think they can come back.
Yeah, and
Oh, not to cut y'all off. After I left yesterday, remember I said I was going to lunch, so I decided I wanted hookah and lunch. So I went to Hookah Lounge that served food, and I just want to say I've been going there for a long time. They stopped accepting Apple Pay out of nowhere, and that's all. Like I don't carry a card. I have Apple Pay. So she's like, "Oh, one of y'all can stay here, and one of y'all can go to the bank." I said, "Bitch, what's your phone number? I'm finna fucking Apple Pay you this
Apple Pay,
money."
for real.
I don't accept Apple. I said, "You got an iPhone. I don't accept Apple Pay. When do you have to stay and when do you have to go to the bank?" I said, "This is my last time asking you. What's your phone number? I'm gonna get up and walk
Bro,
about it."
I don't
What
understand how
happened?
so many places have not. Yeah,
Don't
what
have
happened?
Apple. She gave me her phone number.
Okay, yeah.
Send her the money.
I just don't understand how at this point in time, like, what is it, Walmart? I think Walmart still does not have Apple Pay.
they don't have because they want you to do Walmart Pay.
Yeah, but
What the fuck is that?
where you add your card to the app and then pay with a QR code.
I don't trust that. I
If
wouldn't
I'm
have
a-
my
we
card.
take everything but PayPal, nigga. Like,
Yeah.
period.
Yeah,
Damn, I don't
PayPal
go to
fees
Walmart
is
to know
crazy.
that, but I thought Walmart would have had tap by now.
Wait, Walmart don't even got the.
I know Home Depot don't have tap at all. You gotta have a physical card.
Oh, that's bullshit. I don't carry physical
I'd be
card
mad
no
to say you
more.
gotta have a physical card.
I keep losing.
you
Kept
look
losing
like
my
you be up at
wallet.
Home Depot.
I'll be at Home Depot faithfully, nigga.
They got some cool.
I got a
snacks.
Oh
sign.
yeah, because of the signs.
Got a sign coming for Manny too. Shout out to Manny. I got a sign. I'm working. I was at Home Depot yesterday.
We got a hip hop list.
We do. You don't know about it?
I did not see this.
This is complex.
I didn't see this one
Complex.
either.
So we already go in anything that complex makes. We take it with a grain of salt. We already know that their lists are somewhat shaky.
Ever
but-
since
Is it?
Ever since insulin left,
Yeah,
they used
yeah.
to have a great journalist.
So
over there
they
by the
they
name
made a
of
new list, the top 20 rappers in their 20s, according to
see that.
Complex. We're gonna run them off pretty quick, starting at 20. 20, Cash Cobain, Jack Harlow, Bossman D-Lo, Baby Keem, NBA YoungBoy,
Is this in-
Sexy Red.
Ranked in order?
Maybe.
I'm starting from 20, y'all. Sexy Red is at 15, V's 14, Doechii 13, Ken Carson 12, Lil Uzi 11, Chief Keef 10, Lil Baby 9, Lil Yachty 8, Glorilla 7, Lotto 6, Yeet 5, Meg Thee Stallion 4, Central C 3, Doja Cat at 2, and Playboy Cardi is the #1 artist in his 20s.
That's why I asked, was it actually
That is
in
crazy.
order, or was this
this
just
is-
20 rappers in their 20s?
Good names, wrong
just top
order.
20.
This
I
top
don't think
20.
it's in
This is
order.
Wrong
Who's out of
order.
order?
Good names. Why is Playboy Cardi the #1
Jesus,
rapper?
that's insane.
I think he's #1.
I'm gonna be real. I'm taking
His fan base is crazy.
Go back all the way so we can see the full
Rapper?
20.
In their 20s?
He's not a rapper.
No, just scroll down
Yes,
a little
he
bit.
is.
Okay.
That is artist.
Baby
Oh
Keem's
my
not on this
God.
list to me.
Yeah, he's not on this list. I thought the same thing.
That is terrible.
I'm putting Jack Harlow higher.
Oh no.
You've never listened
You
to
crazy.
his project?
Jack Harlow.
No, he
can spit.
hard.
No,
but
he's incredible.
Jack Harlow
River
can
Road is
spit.
one of my favorite
Jack
songs
Harlow
by
can
him.
spit.
and
We're talking
it's
talent or
just
impact?
He's a better rapper than a lot of those
It's
people below him.
rappers. It's top 20 rappers.
He's way better
There's no
than
context
Uzi.
to which version.
Okay, so the
it's
context
just-
don't matter.
He's
Yeah, I
better than
wouldn't pick
Sexy
Jack
Red.
for sure.
He's better than Young Boy.
gotta drop
He's
a little
better
bit.
than D-Lo.
I'm
I
putting
put
Doechii higher.
Cash Cobain higher.
Don't you rapping her ass off.
I'm putting Jack higher. I'm switching Central C down.
Lil Baby down, please.
Definitely moving Yeet. Why? Who? Top 5? What?
Yeet's doing numbers, but as far
Cardi
as
is definitely not number one. Definitely
Hell
not number
no.
one.
Doja's good where she's
Really?
at. Doja's good where she's at.
I'm not putting Playboy Cardi as
You
number
said you
one.
taking Baby Keem off. Who are you replacing him with?
Find another rapper under there. I mean, shoot, I put fucking NLE Chopper on there before I put fucking Baby King.
Isn't that Baby Keem is
Kendrick's cousin. He's from Vegas.
Yeah.
But he, to me, like this year,
Yeah,
not
no,
Baby Keem,
definitely.
maybe 2 years ago, Baby Keem. But 2024, Baby Keem, nah, I'll have NLE on there just based off impact.
I don't know niggas' ages to know who was left off.
God.
To be like
Well, you
me.
know they in their 20s.
I'm definitely putting V's is gonna stay right in the middle. Where he is. I might move V's up
Yeah.
a couple.
Boss
These-
Man, I put
these
up
is cool.
higher.
Bossman, I move up a little higher. He's
For sure.
having a run. Sexy Red's too low
For sure.
for impact.
But
If
see,
you
I guess
talking
that's
skill,
what I'm saying. I'm thinking, I'm looking at this like rappers, not your numbers, not
That's
what
what I
you've done,
was too.
accomplishments. I'm looking at rapping ability, and
Oh,
there's a
rapping
lot of
ability.
rapping ability niggas that need to be off this list and moved around.
it can't
for
be
sure.
rapping ability if Cardi's number one. So that's
And-
why
and
I'm not.
Uzi
That's
is on the
why
list.
I'm not thinking rapping ability when I see Playboy Cardi number one. I'm going off. You must be talking about fans.
Impact, yeah, that's what I
streams,
said.
So this is an impact list.
because it's damn
Has
sure
to
not
be.
skill.
It
And
ain't
Cardi
rappers.
number one because Cardi's not a phenomenal MC.
Well, if
in
it's
any
impact
regard.
30 yet?
If
God.
it's an impact list, then yeah, Central C goes way down. Not yet. You ain't did nothing yet. for
Well,
real.
Central's up there.
He's making noise,
But
but
he's not done that much.
he hasn't contributed.
I feel like the
Compared
UK
to other
is.
people,
He got
compared to-
UK on lock.
Okay, for that representation, UK representation, I guess.
But
cool.
I can't speak to that, so I can't call it. That's why it's like it's kind of iffy.
Yeah.
I like Glorilla at 7.
Who's
Yeah.
Ken Carson?
Carson's one of, Playboy
He's
Cardi's
like Cardi.
artists.
Drop instantly, please.
Roddy
Drop.
Ricch is on this list.
Roddy Ricch for sure.
Let's have a Roddy Rich
maybe.
conversation.
But at the same time, he hasn't. Well, no, he did put out
He
a
dropped
couple
Roddy.
singles.
The Navy album he announced, he didn't drop it this summer like we thought he was.
I don't think they
some
said
singles.
this year. I think they're just saying top 20. Or it just means off what their run this year.
Well, at the moment,
Oh,
But don't show me the album cover for an album if it's not going to drop within 3 months. Don't show me the album cover
Who,
to some
Roddy?
Roddy. Yeah, don't show me the album cover if it's not going to drop until December. You know what I'm saying? You show me the album cover in May.
He definitely backpedaled because he was coming out like it's finna.
Right.
It's Roddy's season.
Survivor's Remorse, great song, not a lead single. And then how did y'all feel about the 911
I
record?
love both of them
Vision?
records. I be blasting it. I play that shit at least once a day.
We're gonna forever
Cool.
disagree on that.
You don't like that song? You don't like Roddy?
Cool. I fuck with Roddy. I fuck with early Roddy.
yeah, I definitely
Down below.
fuck with early Roddy.
Yeah. Feed the streets,
Not on
1,
this
2.
list. Trippie Redd's not on this list. Rico Nasty's not on this list.
Rico Nasty. I don't even know when we've heard music. Has she been putting
She
music
dropped
out?
this year.
Okay.
She's on this list.
Take Keem off and give me Trippie Redd. I like that swap.
I like that.
I like that swap.
Absolutely. I'll take that.
Move Cardi from number 1.
Stop, bro. His stop. Maybe put Doja, but it's between them two,
It's
bro.
between them two as far as top.
Okay.
Oh,
but
but you're
if
talking
that's
based
the
off
case-
impact.
Yeah.
Yeah, not ability. Okay, I
Young Boy's
forgot.
impact's up there too. I think 16 for Young Boy is kind of low.
I think because of all his legalities, it's like that overpowers the music this year. This year, does Young Boy have them records, or does he have headlines about his?
He got headlines.
Okay,
But
yeah.
who's bigger, V's or Young Boy?
Young Boy.
Whose music
Young
is
Boy
bigger
damn near
right
might be
now?
number 3 or 1.
I'll put a Young Boy top 10 at least.
For sure. If we're
Just off
talking impact.
prerequisite. Okay. Why is Little Baby at 9? Why is Little Baby?
I'm putting.
this is
Lil
complex.
Baby
That's why I
low
prefaced it with this is
Low
complex.
18 on that
Little
list.
Baby might be at 18, 19, 20. He promised a new album. It still also hasn't came in. He has to make a comeback because he certified fell off in my opinion. Musically,
Lil Yachty going crazy right now.
Yachty's up there still.
minus the podcast shit and all the headlines. Yeah, musically he's snapping all his features.
Are there any
Yeah.
female rappers missing?
Under 20 is
That
the
are
problem.
under
I
20?
can't figure
Coil
that
Ray?
out.
I don't know. Probably wouldn't put her top 20.
Cause who's on here? Doja, Meg.
I would say is Flo
Flo.
Millie on here?
Flo Milli's not on
They
that.
always leave Flo Milli
Flo
off.
Milli should be on there. Coming soon, by the end of the year, Mona Leo should be on there.
Should Ice Spice be on this list?
Yes.
Ooh, I didn't even realize
Yes.
she wasn't on there.
That's
If it's based
disrespectful.
off,
That's
off
crazy.
Fuck
impact,
Complex, man.
if it's
What?
based off impact, if it's based
How
off
she not on
impact,
that?
yes.
I told you.
But
I didn't even realize she wasn't on
If
there.
it's based
but
off rapping ability, she don't deserve to be on there.
if it's
A
based
lot of people
off
don't deserve to be on there if it's rapping ability.
That's what I'm saying.
Man,
We
who
can't
raps
really
these
call
days?
this shit.
That's the
Damn.
problem.
I didn't even peep she wasn't on there.
Damn, no Ice Spice is crazy. Turn this off.
Turn this off.
Bro, that's insane.
I can't see myself pressing any issues on behalf of Ice Spice, but right is right and wrong is wrong. She does deserve to be
She
on the
deserves to be
impact
on there,
list.
man.
Yeah,
That's incredible. How could she not?
her rhymes just so weak. Oh my god.
Think you this shit? Okay.
What segment is it? Are we still under? What is this?
Hot topic.
Hot topics. All right, so the new post came out, I think, this morning. Lil Wayne did a little video sit down expressing his feelings over not being selected as the Super Bowl. Obviously, he seemed and sounded very flustered by it, whether he was sad or angry. At this moment, it seemed like you could tell it bothered him. Is he entitled to have this moment and have these emotions and finally speaking out about it, knowing how much it affected him? Does that change your guys' perception or alter the world's perception of should have Wayne really had that position?
Can I watch the clip first?
That hurt. Hurt a lot.
Damn.
You know what I'm talking about? It hurt a whole lot. I blame myself for not being mentally prepared for a letdown.
He just knew it was his.
Everybody did.
Automatically mentally putting myself in that position like somebody told me that was my position. So I blame myself for that. But I thought that was nothing, I thought that was nothing better than that spot, and that stage, and that platform in my city. And so I heard a whole lot. But y'all are fucking amazing. It made me feel like shit not getting this opportunity. And when I felt like shit, you guys reminded me that I ain't shit without y'all. And that's an amazing reality. So, like I said, it broke me. And I'm just trying to put me back together.
Let it go.
That's sad.
No,
Man,
that's
get
sad.
your ass out of here,
He
Six.
worked so long.
Bro, you gotta understand,
You guys
bro.
not
But
since
It's never
1998.
been entitled that a nigga needs to perform the Super Bowl halftime in their hometown. That's never been an entitled thing. That's some shit that we're putting on it now.
I don't think it's an entitlement more than an accolade that's deserving, and he understands he deserves that. And the world had already put that out there in the atmosphere that for New Orleans it should be Wayne. So he's saying he's let down by putting it out there, thinking that because so many people championed him, this is his time for him to get his roses. He thought he was going to get it,
It was
and he didn't.
obvious.
Yeah.
It was
You know
so
what I'm saying?
obvious.
hate that.
And for people like
hate that.
that don't obviously know, Wayne has had these emotions a lot. It's not just this moment. Like, he's had times in which he's been in his feelings about not being received and accepted and loved and cherished the way a lot of other successful rappers from that generation have. And he's dealt with that, from accolades from Grammys to nods at award shows to just how he's respected and how his name's talked on. So this ain't the first time that Wayne has been in his feelings. This might be the first time that we've actually seen it. But I know for sure Wayne feels like this behind the scenes about a lot of different things, because when you reach a certain platform and you do so much that he's done and influence the culture the way we talk about him doing, at some point you deserve the proper accolade.
Yep.
And in his mind, this was the proper bouquet of roses.
I agree.
This is the way you show me
Yeah.
that you
That you
really
rock
fuck
with
with
me.
me
And
and
I'm
that
an
the world
icon,
can.
yeah.
Yeah. So I feel him, man. He's entitled to be in his feelings about that, man.
And I think too, like a lot of people talk about how he performs these days or whatever. Like, if you know the story behind Wayne, he's performing because of money issues. Jay-Z don't perform.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Granted, Jay-Z put his money where it, blah, 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 but Lil Wayne was not compensated correctly within our hip hop culture, which is why
Right.
he still has to hit stages at the age that he's at. You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
So he deserves that look, that notoriety, that boost that comes with that in his hometown. Like, it was
Super Bowl's not a paid station.
It's an embrace. It's not about the money.
But you get money, ancillary money from performing there. So many
That's the
deals,
flowers, bro.
sponsorships. You can drop an album. You could drop. Wayne could have centered a whole comeback around that moment. You get what I'm saying? So it was a line for him. He spoke on it on the 400 podcast, how much he wanted to do it. All the fans were saying it. It's so obvious. It really was meant to be Wayne, and then certain moves were made where it's not Wayne. Again, a win for the West Coast, an L for hip hop. I also want to speak to the fact that you're saying he was not paid properly throughout his career, royalty wise or publishing wise and whatnot, and now he has to tour to be his main source of income. I noticed that with both the highly influential Little. So Lil Wayne is the most influential male rapper. Lil Kim is the most influential female rapper. She has to tour and do shows constantly to sustain.
Business
so it's like sad.
right.
Like you look around, everybody looks like you. Every guy looks and sounds like Wayne. Every girl looks and sounds like Kim. Yeah. But then they don't have the financial compensation to make up for it. Yeah. It's like they just have to tour to survive, and that's not fair.
And now those same people are stepping up to bat to argue this point when they were the ones that put him in that position.
That's true. Oh, yeah, with Birdman, because he should have been paying your artists.
Right. You've been taking that away from him for all these years, put him in positions to where he felt like he needed to abuse substances, put him in situations to where he wasn't getting the money that he was supposed to get. Now you want to stand up on this platform and bang on your chest and say, oh, we going to show him. You created this. He calls you his father. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that's why it's like, going back to our conversation the other day, I definitely hate to see this for him. Like, this broke my heart. This broke my heart because in my mind, somewhere in the back of my mind, I just knew that there was something that we also weren't seeing. Like, they knew they were gonna like pull it off, and we just were gonna argue about it until January or February, and then they were gonna come out together or something. I just knew.
Now
but the fact that he's doing this, it's like, okay, it's real. You really didn't get chosen. You don't understand why you didn't get chosen, which is also a problem in and of itself because nobody's taking the time to explain that to you. They just want you to just live with it. But it's all just, it's all a shitty situation for real. Like, again, I wish that we could see our legends grow to be, you know, old and lively and still on point and doing everything that they supposed to do and acting how they supposed to act and not still going through these types of things at these ages, and to where, you know, I wish they would have took it serious. I wish they would have took him serious enough to put him up there.
He's not Rock and Roll Hall of Fame qualified now because it's 25 years after your debut album. I think he came out in 99. What is the Carter one?
It's probably approaching the inductee
so yeah,
time.
hopefully.
Block is Hot. Was it Block is Hot?
Well, I think it has to be your debut album, like Lil Wayne.
Oh.
I feel like he warrants that. I would like to see him inducted next year, at least nominated for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Has he received? Could you look it up? Has he received a BET Hip Hop Award Lifetime Achievement?
Yeah, he did.
The I Am Hip Hop Award. He got one of those.
Yep, he did.
I
will say to the kind of the last point of like Six said, the entitlement to performing for what Six was saying about the entitlement to perform in New Orleans. I think the difference is with a lot of cities where the Super Bowl is, there's not a lot of or there's a lot of artists that are really, really known from a lot of these other major cities, whereas New Orleans being a music city and him being probably the largest, maybe one of the only biggest rappers out of New Orleans, I feel like that's why we're putting a little bit more entitlement onto it, more so than just any other Super Bowl, because it is. We're not talking about this when it's in Atlanta and Future's not there or whatever, or they choose somebody else. I think it's because of the legacy of New Orleans and how much he put on for New Orleans at such a young age that it's a little bit more, the entitlement is accepted. I don't look at it like he feels entitled by that being expected. You know what I mean? Like, who else is put on for New Orleans? You don't know about New Orleans and hip hop if it isn't for Master P and 100%. Cash Money, and who's still relevant from No Limit that could do it. So it's like it falls in Wayne lap for New Orleans.
And all the legendary bounce artists, the bounce DJs. Shout out to Big Frida. Shout out to everybody that came out of New Orleans.
Yeah, not 10 times since Wayne has been in the point where he deserves the flowers, and not 10 times since Jay-Z's been in charge. So that's where the difference is. Jay-Z is the position to make it happen.
Why is we put that company in position to make the right decisions for the culture? That's what I was told. I don't know what everybody else was told, but that's what I was told. So that's what I expect. I don't expect y'all to get up there and act like the Grammys, right? I expect you to do the right thing for the culture, despite the check or the money that you feel like may come.
Who's the halftime show? That one. Who's the halftime show?
That was Beyonce.
Oh, yeah.
Who was the biggest record for the culture this year.
She said Beyonce did it, so you ain't no arguing with that.
Beyonce, but that's what, if it's about numbers.
I'm saying this year, not.
If it's about numbers,
She killed that shit,
put Post
too.
Malone up there. If it's about numbers, put
But do you
the
feel
white
like
girl.
that's correct for
But
the
then
culture?
The complaint would then be.
We just had this
did
argument
have
the
this
other
Why
day,
Jay-Z
y'all.
did
But
it?
that's what I'm saying.
This is
Complaint-
more of a Wayne type of
the
Wayne
plain-
Flowers conversation.
No
For
matter
real.
who it is, it needs to be Wayne. That's my point. It's not about numbers. It's about what's right for the culture.
I think that there were two, again, like I said the other day, there were two culturally correct decisions that could have been made. That was the problem. It's one is the lesser. What's the lesser of two evils? What's the better decision? Y'all are arguing it down.
Wait.
Nobody knows. There were two cultural decisions that could have been made.
Do you think black people would complain if Wayne was selected as the?
I'm not saying they would, because I wouldn't. But
That's what
I'm
I'm saying. So
saying
it's
there
not
were two. Yes, there were. It was, do we give Kendrick this after the year that he's had?
I'm
Or
saying-
do we give Wayne this after the career that he's
If
had?
Wayne
Those
got
are
it-
both for the culture, right?
Right, but if Wayne got it, we wouldn't even be like, why did it go to Kendrick? No one would even bring Kendrick's name
Oh,
up.
you're saying there's no negative aspect to Wayne, but there is, because some people feel like, I don't agree with this, but some people feel like Wayne's not the best performer. I don't agree
That's
with
fair.
that, because I feel like I
It's
trust
up and down.
that he will
It's up
rise
and
to the
down.
occasion. But we
It's
had
up
that
and down.
conversation. Yeah.
When they had Usher, we can argue that there'd be a better performer than Usher. It's not about that. It's about the name.
Usher brought out the skates.
No, he did. He did.
Usher brought
Usher
out
went
the
crazy.
skates.
Usher went crazy. Usher went crazy.
And
Nigga, this
Alicia didn't even sound that bad.
I think at that point, 2013, when Beyonce did it, Wayne probably could have did it. That was obviously 11 years ago, so he was a little younger and still active in his career. And Beyonce was the bigger act, obviously, at that time. And I think Beyonce was really influenced by New Orleans music at that time. It was a lot of uprising between, wasn't that like Black and Police and stuff? And then she was like in New Orleans making all the New Orleans sample music. Wasn't that around that
I
time?
think so.
I thought her mother was from New Orleans, right?
Maybe.
Isn't Tina Knowles from New Orleans? She
Yeah,
has
their
roots.
family is.
Yeah, they have roots. The
yeah.
Knowles.
So,
yeah, they
so
have
the same
roots.
tech they did it in 2013 for her.
With all that being said, Lil Wayne also said he was gonna kidnap Beyonce. So nigga, it's like, all right.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
said
you
that.
said
the
what
other
you
day.
said.
Yeah, we know
And
the
that's why I'm
politics.
At the end of the day, they're both legendary artists, Kendrick and Wayne. But
One's iconic.
would you take the who's
One
Wayne.
influenced the
One
other.
is iconic and
Wayne
one
is
is
iconic.
legendary.
Kendrick's
One is
legendary.
legendary.
that's not iconic.
Not
No.
yet.
Not yet.
Icon is different.
He's on his way. I will say that.
He's gonna get there, but he's not there
But
yet.
it's
Well
also-
on his
but
way.
it's
Not
also
an iconic moment.
it's also
But to be
Right,
an
he's
icon,
He's building it, bro. Wayne been doing it since he was like 13.
No,
Yeah.
again.
Yeah,
To say that Dot is iconic is not to say that Wayne is not iconic.
right, and vice versa.
I'm just more so saying.
You can't
would
say them in
rather
the same
take a
breath, though.
legendary artist who
You
had
can.
a legendary year this year, or just a legendary
Bro,
artist?
Because
I
they
don't
come in
Wayne.
every generation. Y'all have to remember that saying that Michael Jackson is an icon is not saying that James Brown is not an icon.
Both
They were
icons.
both icons in their own rights in their own generations. Kendrick came after Wayne. He's a product of Wayne. He
Yep.
loves Wayne. We've seen it a million times. He done rode around in vlogs and did all types of shit with it. It's not meant to disrespect him.
No.
It's just meant to say that we're ushering in a new generation of legends, and and Dot is about to be one. He is one.
No, he's
gonna
well
be
He's a
on his
one.
way to
legend right
being an
now.
icon.
He's a
He's
legend
already
right
a
now.
He's
legend.
gonna be an icon
Yeah, he's gonna
just
be an
because
icon.
of what he's done. When the kids from the next generations and the next generations go back and watch these shows, they're gonna go look at the pop out like how we watch the Michael Jackson Super Bowl performance or how we watch the Beyonce one. It's just it's all just it's just a lot. And it sucks. And I hate to see Wayne down like that because it shouldn't be that way. But I just feel like it was so many checks and balances that got missed with his handling, if
Yeah.
that makes sense. Like corporate handling, all of that shit.
and the
It's
way
just-
he loves sports.
It
too, like
shouldn't
you
be
said.
that way for him.
Oh, I also was gonna add before we move off the topic. I feel like Wayne shouldn't have addressed that on the IG live. That looked like live, right?
Yeah.
I would have said that. Doesn't he have like Young Money Radio on Apple Music, and then he does stuff with ESPN? I would have said that sentiment on a larger platform, so that it'd be a little bit more effective than him just sitting on his couch saying it.
But I think it's
it
gonna be
went-
effective. It's
it
Wayne.
went-
He don't need nobody platform.
Yeah, it
It's gonna
went.
get around.
Well, his own platform, Young Money Radio.
I ain't gonna let nobody else benefit off me feeling emotional. I mean, and
It's
Wayne,
his platform.
Mark Zuckerberg just did it.
Wayne also
real.
probably is not gonna sit down with somebody in front of somebody and
Right.
be that emotional and vulnerable. I think him in his
Yeah.
home with his with
Whoever filmed that.
yeah, that
I
was
like how he did it.
I'm not mad at it. I feel like it was kind of also like a, you know what, I gotta do this, and I gotta do this now because it's going too far. Everybody's making statements for me. Everybody's assuming, and just I'm gonna say what I have to say, and I'm gonna drop the mic, and that's that.
Last question. Does because we know Wayne's not coming out.
Nope.
No.
Does Kendrick give Wayne some sort of head nod during the performance?
He might. He seemed like the type of person that'll say something.
I don't think say anything. I think if there's like a dance break, they might drop some Wayne songs for them to dance to, something like that. I don't see him saying anything. I don't know. He may say because of all the controversy, shout out to Wayne. I don't know.
I feel like he would say shout out to Wayne. Something
I
simple
think he would
and
have a lot
brief.
to say.
Don't tell me.
about it.
Don't do that. I don't want. That's a slap in the face.
Yeah, I wouldn't want that either though.
But do you? But
Not saying
okay,
I would
so
want it, but
with
it would
that being
happen.
said, are y'all? Did Kendrick do this to Wayne?
I think so.
He didn't do it. Pause. He didn't do
Because
it.
that's
Well,
what you're saying. Is
I
if
don't
you
agree
feel
with
like
that.
that's a slap in the face, do you feel like he should never shake that young man's hand and pass the torch to him because he took his spot?
I don't think about that. But when you think about what Kendrick has been saying, like to Drake, you're not the culture. I'm what the culture feeling, and the rhetoric he speaks in his music. What I would want to see, again, it's the Super Bowl. I understand it's a performance of the lifetime. I get it. But what I would wanted to have seen, especially with my people, is like, nah, this ain't right. That goes to him. I would expect every artist to be like, no, that's Wayne.
Turn it down and give it to Wayne.
Yeah, that's what I would want to see.
I get.
Like,
I get what
nah,
you're saying there.
I
I don't see any artist or their team turning down a Super Bowl performance.
Because we crabs in a barrel. You said what?
If you're in that position, would you do it?
I believe there's a percentage.
With a future like Kendrick's and the potential to be a mini Super Bowls, it could be a possibility on the table.
Says that he is. This is who he says he is. I'm the culture. I'm doing right by we changing this whole shit up. I think integrity is letting Wayne.
I think there's also a YM Drake play to all that too.
I really do. To be honest
What you mean,
with you,
YM Drake?
Just the fact that the Drake with the beef with Kendrick and like,
oh for sure,
just the whole play of Wayne not wanting to affiliate with Kendrick like that, and I think there's so much deeper than that, and I think it was like it's messy. It's messy, and it's could be a lot deeper than we all really know. But the surface tells you a lot, though.
Bro, you said I beat my wife. Fuck you and your team and everybody. It's both sides. Like it's all
that's
that.
what I'm saying. Like,
I get it.
You gotta really look at it from that perspective too, because we don't know what happened behind
Yeah,
closed doors. We don't know that Kendrick didn't counter offer them and say, "I'll do half," and Wayne could do half. You don't know what happened. We don't know what happened. Kendrick is not the type that's gonna get out here and tell us neither.
I wish he was.
So that's probably why
We'll
Wayne
never
had to
hear.
jump
We'll never
out
hear from
there
him
and
to say
what
it.
he had to say. Like Dave Freed, not gonna tell us. PG Lang is locked tight. They're never gonna tell us. They're never gonna tell us how those negotiations went. Who
Now,
your head, what happened?
Right.
I will say I did see Punch reach out to Mac Main on Twitter after the announcement.
But that was from the beef. That was from when they was arguing back and forth
just
with
still
each
trolling
other.
him? Okay.
That was a troll.
Yeah.
I didn't know if it was that or like a piece to reach out to
No,
Wayne.
Punch gonna hop
that
on
was
Twitter
where y'all
for sure.
at. Like,
Yeah.
what was
Hey,
said
yo.
again? That's
Yeah.
what that was. So, you know, petty.
Yeah, and then like I said, you being petty to Mac Main, you think Wayne gonna let that ride? Not.
We'll see. February 2020.
That's gonna be a great performance, though.
I can't wait.
That's gonna be great.
It's gonna be amazing, and that's the thing.
One of the most watched for sure.
One thing we can always count on that to do is bring a crazy stage
show,
production.
And we get a new album.
Every time.
We better get a new album.
I believe.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say and we get a new. I hope we get a new album. You know how he is.
Yeah, because a lot of people thought that was why Rihanna took the bowl.
Hey,
they thought Rihanna was gonna take the bowl because she didn't drop nothing but a baby.
Yeah.
Didn't do nothing but reveal to us
A waste
for
of a
sure
Super Bowl
she was
halftime
pregnant.
show, in my opinion. But
that's Rihanna though. She just the look alone. She gonna sell everything, all the makeup, everything else
she
gonna
needed
sell.
that. Everybody had on Fenty makeup. The lipstick they wore on that sold out that day, I think, or something like that. The clothing.
She don't make no
had
money
on.
from music. Fuck music.
Yeah.
I ain't making no money from this
her
shit.
billion came from Fenty.
Fenty, that's
and
true.
Savage.
She did
So-
never. She said she never was getting her royalty checks back in the day.
Well, speaking of artists that been making money from music and actually trying to use it for a positive, we talked about Tory Lanez getting his equipment seized in his out of the jail cell for his prison tapes. And I guess there's a petition behind it now to, I don't know what it is, to get him his stuff back or what. Academics posted
No, the
there's a
release.
petition with over 26,000 signatures demanding the release of Tory Lanez from prison after DNA evidence and witness testimony has surfaced, which clears him from being the one who shot Meg Thee Stallion. So now there's DNA evidence?
So there was always DNA evidence, but they never really ran it through the ringer. So
admitted
on the
it, yeah.
gun, there was female DNA, but they did not ever
Acknowledge it.
direct whose it was, nor did they acknowledge that it was not male, so it could not have been his.
And the bodyguard wasn't there to put his testimony either, so they probably put
But
two
he
and
gave
two.
it later.
He gave it at the end.
later.
He
When
gave
it
a
didn't
statement
matter.
Brought it
after.
What
back.
did he say?
He said that he saw the girls tussling over the gun.
No, he saw Tory and what's the friend's name? Kelsey tussling over the gun, or that Kelsey had it first, and Tory went to
Yeah.
like grab it, and then he didn't describe who pulled the trigger, but then went off through a tussle, is what the bodyguard says.
I think Gavin, looking at this right now, Gavin Newsom, who's over California, I see him gearing up to make a play for the presidential run.
For sure.
As a Democrat.
For sure. He's
And
been
so-
doing that since he was mayor of San Francisco.
And so I could really see him getting Tory out to secure some votes. I could really see that.
I fuck with Gavin, but I don't know that he would do that.
Higher than that, yo.
And
Oh, it said nearly
69.
70,000.
Oh, that's gonna go through the roof once it really goes, and it's on change.org. So once it
All you gotta
looks,
do is click a button.
Six trying to go ahead and add his
Yeah,
petition.
okay.
It was a dumb head.
he just has a kid, man. I want
I
to see
thought you
black
was finna
fathers with
use-
their kid. That's all I want to see.
What'd you say?
He has a kid, and I don't want to see that black boy without a father. That's my biggest thing. Granted, if this man shot that lady, like, it's sticky, but I grew up without my father. So
You don't
it's
think
like,
he's done his time or learned his lesson in that sense to be
Who?
like Tory Lanez?
I'm a
if he
huge
did
Tory
it.
fan. He's a hothead.
Yeah.
So I don't know if he learned his lesson or not.
So then why do you think he should be free? Because if he did do something that they're saying he did, why do you think he should be free? You don't believe he did it?
Oh, I don't think he did that crime.
I don't think he necessarily did that crime. I think it's more or let me say this.
There's always.
I think it's too wishy-washy for it to be said it was you, nigga.
Yeah.
That's my thing. That's like, you don't know for sure. It shouldn't be on him. Look at the DNA and all that shit. And then it's like,
There was other people in the car.
there's other people in the car.
Yeah.
And, it's,
And now my career has suffered, and I've been in jail for 2 years, and so like now it's at this point like let me out.
and I'm feeding so many people in the black community. My little brother. This lady is still getting in drunk situation. It's like, it's too much going on. Allegedly, Jason Lee.
Y'all feel like they putting that marketing behind her because of all the shit she's doing, hosting the VMAs,
Oh, for
the
sure.
Kamala
That's the
shit.
whole
Nation is going
play.
crazy.
They trying
That's
to just
the
cover up
whole
all that
play.
shit with all just put
Rock
positive
Nation
in your
is going
face.
Crazy. Well, you know the VMAs was yesterday, so
She
I would
hosted.
say in the next week or so we should be hearing whatever,
whatever
Jason Lee
Jason
had to
alleged.
say.
Oh, he was waiting until after.
He
Yeah.
said he didn't
You
want
were
to
a little
announce it
drunk
until
that
she
episode when we were
hosted.
talking
I was a
about
lot
it.
of drunk. Shout out to
Numb rum.
Num Rum.
We got to work that deal. But yeah, I think he was a little tipsy to remember. But yeah, the Jason Lee thing.
Yeah, so it should be.
He should be breaking that news.
Unless she got it together.
Or Rock Nation reached out like, nigga, you better shut
You
your
better
ass
shut up.
I don't
Right,
think they
right.
could
Yeah,
shut
the
him up.
VMAs. What were your guys' thoughts on BBL Drizzy playing?
Playing.
That's insane.
They played it
That was crazy at the show. Yep.
I didn't even watch
like
it.
while it was on air.
Performance or what?
I think it was like for a
was during
break.
a
It was for a
commercial.
break.
Oh, during a commercial break when nobody was
Like the
around.
house music was BBL Drizzy, and somebody caught it on their Instagram.
That's hard.
Is
He
it
made the
hard?
song.
No, I think it was just.
He made light of the
it wasn't
song
him rapping
after
over
the
it.
fact.
It was just the Metro beat.
It was
playing.
just the beat. I think that's amazing.
I mean,
did
that's
it get an
crazy.
award?
BBL Drizzy.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh well, that's
that would
really
be
what we should be
insane.
worried about. I wouldn't be
not the
worried too
video
much about
awards.
hearing it in the background, as if I would be like, "Damn, a nigga really got all the way to the top to the VMAs with this damn TikTok
Technically, though,
diss."
If that song won an award, that award would go to Metro and Drake, right?
No, that it. Well, if the actual
Sure, Drake is the
Bella,
GOAT.
isn't that the song that it's
Yeah.
on? If that song would have won an award, then yes, Metro would have gotten that award too because he made the beat. But also the man that did the original AI would have gotten an award because he was the sample. Everybody involved in that
Involved,
song
yeah.
would have gotten awarded.
Or at least that's how it works with the Grammys. I don't know about the
Right.
VMAs, but yeah.
It's so funny when I went to the Future Drake or Future Metro concert out here. Like, I heard so many Drake songs. It was just like, I'm like, you niggas making money off this nigga still.
From the DJ?
No,
Yeah,
from
on their
them
sets.
performing.
Yeah.
Oh, the songs
They
that he
just don't
produced.
put his parts
Yeah.
on.
And Future. Why did they play like? I'm sorry, this is a couple weeks ago, but why did y'all play like that and then skip Kendrick Lamar's part? I didn't like
Oh,
that.
yeah, when they
In
perform
LA,
live.
What the hell?
Why didn't Kendrick pop out and perform his verse? Is the
We ain't
more
gonna get
adequate
into it.
question.
You know that's not going to happen.
Stay home, girl. Stay home and show
I like that.
It's
ending,
crazy.
brother.
That's so
Hey, man, how do
LA
y'all-
rapper.
How do y'all feel about the fact that Kendrick's been
Cody.
getting by not supporting all the artists that popped out of his pop out by not doing anything?
I for sure got hella flack. I spoke on it on Community. All I said was it would be nice to see. I would like to see Kendrick do some features with some of the artists from the pop out, such as Roddy Ricch or Blue Bucks XYZ.
Right.
And they tore me up on LA Twitter talking about he don't owe nobody nothing. He's worked with this person before. He worked with Tyler the Creator before. I'm like, yeah, 10 fucking years ago. But
For right now, for the movement, to help the movement more.
they know if Kendrick or if these artists dropped a song with Kendrick Lamar, they will go listen to it. If Roddy Ricch dropped a song featuring Kendrick Lamar, you'll listen to it. But I can't say I want to hear it.
It's going
So-
viral.
Right, but I can't say I want to hear it.
So you name specific artists.
A few, yeah.
Yeah, only a few though, right?
Not every single artist is he gonna give a feature to, but if he would have gave 3 LA artists from the pop out this summer a feature, to me, not only would that have added to his run, but it would have been beneficial to the West Coast in our summer, because we already know the main projects that dropped from LA Rap this summer didn't hit on all sixes.
Now, what if he's like a parent that's like, fuck, if I do it for one of them, I gotta
No.
do it for all of them.
You don't
Be selective.
But you might,
But then
because
people gonna feel some
y'all
type
gonna
of
talk
way.
shit about
Well,
him
you
still.
don't have to do shit.
Oh, you did it for
and that's what he's doing.
Oh, you did it for YG.
You
You
see what I'm
shouted out YG
Yeah.
album, but not everybody else album.
But he didn't, so he don't shout out any of them.
He
That's
shouted out YG.
No,
didn't
I'm
shout
saying
out
that's
no
what that
one.
would be like.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody else would feel some type of way.
that's crabs.
If
That's a
every
crab in the barrel
single
mentality.
person
Well,
that
welcome
was
to
on
hip-hop.
that stage got a dot feature. First and foremost, is
Too much.
It's not even. None of them are really cohesive with his brand.
Mustard didn't even get one on the album.
Yeah, but
Or a shout out.
But Mustard got not like us.
Everybody else.
Yeah, I'm saying, but that's what I'm saying. He gave him the beat, and he didn't even shout out the album after I gave you the beat. Oh Lord.
No, I gave you a diamond hit again.
I would want Kendrick to support my album if I was Mustard.
LA rapper
I
coded
agree.
that you can't expect that type of behavior from LA rappers. They don't operate like that. They don't think like that. It's not a hustler mentality out here. We have gang mentality and we have like selfish mentality. We do not have hustler, Atlanta trapper. These niggas weren't
Networking
these niggas never
mentality.
got money together before they was in the business.
Right.
Down south they was getting money together already.
Yeah.
Before they ever start rapping. So they know how to get money together there.
Yep.
So if a down south artist did a pop out like concert and was having the type of year that Kendrick is having, there would be 3 or 4 artists on that concert that he would have worked with by now.
For sure.
But on LA, that's just not the type of time we on.
I get it.
I'm tired of getting cussed out for pointing out the fallacies in LA rap.
But
So
I
y'all
think
got it.
when I look at Kendrick, when he goes at Drake, I think Drake had the top spot in the game. Kendrick, if you want the spot, then you have to go do what is demanded of this top spot. When Jay-Z
Features.
had it, you go
Wayne
blow up
feature runs.
You blow up a Block Boy JB,
Yeah,
the LA version
just
of that.
winning
That's what you
yeah,
do to
just
be
winning
number
a
one.
battle is not just enough. You got to, like you said, do more, just so
That's
much
the thing.
more.
Don't
his
tell that
influence
to
can
his
do.
fans. His fans hate critique. His fans
Yeah.
hate
Oh,
when
I know.
Kendrick gets any sort
That's
of
over with. They tear me up.
I
They
know.
curse you out. They threaten you. All of that.
What?
They feel like he's a
They make me feel like I hate
perfect.
Kendrick. I'd be like, I like Kendrick.
It's like,
Y'all
I
hating
like
me?
Thank you,
I'm
bro.
wrong because I want to hear more music from him. I'm wrong because I want to hear a feature from him.
Yeah, you
I'd be
can't say.
scared to say anything about the man.
I
Like,
just stop, bro. I stop.
But
It goes on folks' ears. You know, some fan bases are more biased than others. You know what I'm saying, regionally or just off your fandom. But you know,
Yeah.
let people have their opinions. To agree to disagree.
Also, I wanted to do what's the Twitter prompt? What we're gonna do? Hashtag fair to say.
fair to say, yeah. Let's run that fair to say hashtag
All
up,
right,
man.
I'm gonna.
Oh, we got some giveaways. We
we're
was
gonna
talking about.
give
These
away
y'all
a
deliver
whole
first.
bunch, a whole bunch.
Can I hold one? I want to feel
Sure.
special.
This one can't be open.
Blueberry.
So these are King
King palm
Palm
leaves, cones.
smokable leaves that you can stuff with your oregano of choice.
Good one.
Lemon
We're
kiwi.
gonna give all of
Oregano
this
of
away
choice.
to whoever
Margarita?
tweets the funniest tweet with hashtag fair to say.
Uh-huh.
That's how we'll do it. Whoever has the funniest.
So he wants the funniest engagement with the
Yeah.
hashtag on Twitter.
Topic.
Yeah, I'll give you all of this stuff is gonna be yours. We'll reach out to you, get the
We
address.
should
and
pick.
ship
We
it
should
out.
pick like 2 or 3.
It's gotta be avid smoker because there is a lot of like this
Oh,
box
shit,
alone
pick
has
one.
75 available. So yeah, we
I got
definitely.
plenty of more, so we can have 2 or 3 favorite.
You gonna be
tweets,
smoking
but
forever.
You're gonna get a care package from King Palm, the official presenter of the Rap Report card this year.
That's tight, man. Shout out to Dijon for bringing that through and
Salute,
you know
salute. I got some,
delivering on
A-
his promise.
I got some A Boogie tickets too for the 30th. I'll throw those in there. from One
Fire.
Nation.
Where's he
Oh,
performing
okay. We got.
He's performing at YouTube Theater.
Okay.
So 2
let-
tickets.
So we got to come up with another challenge.
Another
Can't be the
prompt.
same.
You
we'll,
think so?
we'll come up with another challenge.
Don't piggyback off mine.
It's everyone.
On Monday, we'll do another
Yeah,
giveaway.
yeah.
All right, let's do it.
This
Fuck it.
giveaway
Don't
is
try
for
to
the
steal my
smokers.
giveaway.
So Dijon
Scott.
said y'all don't get no tickets. I'm sorry.
But then
you
it
did
has to
that.
be, yeah, and it has
just
to, yours
leave.
has to be LA area.
If they tune into our
True.
Yeah, mine. I'm shipping
True.
any
True,
from
true.
anywhere.
When is the concert?
The 30th.
Yes, we got a little bit. We could do it on next week's
We'll do it
episode, and
Cool.
we'll figure out a different way for them to engage to do it. No, that's dope. I like that. Yeah, man. You see, we trying to make some improvements around here, man. Make things go a little bit better.
We love
What's y'all
man.
plans for this weekend before we get out of here?
It is the weekend.
Man, I've been spending a lot of money. I'm staying low this weekend. I ain't doing shit.
You was talking about retail therapy, how therapeutic.
I am finna go to the mall after this. Yeah, it is. What's happening? There is a list of different things that's happened. RJ and Friends is
tonight,
today.
Hollywood Palladium.
That's approved.
Yeah.
His last show.
Yeah, I can't even see that. Show Me Love is I think tomorrow. Shout out DJ Miles P.
Hey, y'all ever did trap karaoke? I want to do that so fucking
that?
bad.
Yeah, it's fun.
I want to
that?
do. I want to perform. I want to do that so bad.
Trap
When is it?
karaoke.
It's on here?
It's the Novo karaoke. the
Fridays.
whole-
I never know how to
You
apply.
want to go? I can get you some tickets. I got
Oh,
you.
I want to perform.
Oh, you want to perform?
What's this?
I've been wanting to do that
All
shit
in my
for a
mind. You
decade.
serious? All in my
Dead
mind.
ass.
What is
Okay.
the Los
Nigga.
Angeles dental meet and why is it on y'all list?
So we usually put a bunch of shout out to Elite Auto as well, our sponsor for this. That's how I get around. But because we always put parties and shit, but I'm like, I tell y'all, I created this to like put people in position. So if you want to be a dentist, there's a convention in town this week.
Oh,
man.
so
Go
more than
get
just
that.
hip hop. That's tight.
Yeah, I
heard
want
the
to.
fuck
I want
out
to
of
get.
that.
If you look at suburban, it's a lot of comedy and shit, but it's like places to go that's dope. You know what I'm saying? Get out of our communities,
What's
man.
this R&B brunch thing? What's going on?
R&B brunch. I can't see, dog. It's probably one
Which
of our
one?
partners. I can't.
It
see
says
it,
a
though.
rodeo
Oh,
edition.
R&B
I can't
brunch
see what it
rodeo
says.
It's a rodeo. It's like
Cowboy hats and shit.
yeah, exactly.
I got
Rodeo,
some of them.
rodeo theme.
Exactly.
But brunch.
Yeah, but it's brunch.
Chaotic singles party. No, this is dope. I'm glad you do this. So people in LA may not even be hip to the fact that
And
I
this is-
wasn't. So this tight.
This is in our weekly newsletter, man. So it's way more spots. We give away tickets in our newsletter all the time. So go apply for that, man.
We still doing the football game?
What's that?
She said she want to go to the Niners and Rams game.
What is
That's
that?
next
Oh, at the Cosm thing.
That's next week.
It's next week or next Sunday? It's a Sunday night game?
Let's go to Cosm. You ever
Sunday
been there?
afternoon,
Inglewood?
I think.
So where?
The Cosm
Oh,
is
I
like it's
wanna
like the
go to
sphere.
Cosm hella bad.
Let's go. We get some
What is
tickets.
I
that?
hella want to go.
Bro,
to
it's
Cosm.
a screen, but the screen is like from the floor to the roof. It's
Oh, it's a
360.
watching
Yeah,
experience.
it's crazy.
Okay.
Looks like you in the stadium. It's insane.
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do this. I like the Rams.
Did you
Yeah,
get Sixers
that's why we
picks
going.
for Underdog?
Oh, to the actual game. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
You
did
I got
mention something about
Let
the
me-
game.
Let me have my
Next
boy.
week.
I actually thought about that.
Now that would be fire.
I don't know what.
So
y'all
what's today?
talking about.
Today is Friday. This airs Monday. It's coming up after Sunday. So hopefully everybody is throughout the weekend was getting these picks in and actually won yesterday. But for the games that are upcoming for the remainder of the week, we got, I know there's football on like almost every day now, right? Or something like Wednesday, Thursday.
Monday.
It's
Tuesday,
Monday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday. I feel like it's like a bunch of days now on
Yeah.
different networks. You know, they're like splitting the networks on like Peacock or
I
whatever.
hope
it
they
is.
don't water it down.
No, it's kind of how it always was to me. I feel like there was always night games.
There's
during
Monday
the day.
night.
Monday, Thursday,
Monday
Sunday.
night.
Monday, Thursday, Sunday.
Monday, Thursday.
And
If you go
Oh, that's not bad.
if you go to a bar, you can catch all of them on different TVs.
Yeah.
Yeah. So during the week, there's always something to put your picks in with on Underdog throughout the week. It's not just Sundays for football, so you got all the time in the world to pick different picks, 2 picks, 3 picks, 5 picks, and win that money and get that bonus by using Underdog up to 1,000 times your money. So Six is putting in some picks now. Can they see this?
Yeah.
So Six is scrolling through. He's knowledgeable about football, probably a little bit more than some of us. So we're going to trust his word again. And once he gets a ticket, we'll see what the ticket look like. Is it 2 pick? So he did Jake Moody for the 49ers, the kicker, to have 2 field goals made. So here we go again. 1.5 means if he gets 2 field goals, you win on him. Jahmyr Gibbs, another, what's he, a receiver? Oh, rusher, running back. All he needs is 49 yards on the handoff.
What about the Monday night football?
What is tonight's Monday
Huh?
night?
Tonight is college.
There's got to be Monday night football tonight, right?
Today is Friday.
I
No,
know.
well, that's what I'm saying. Who's
On
playing
Monday.
this? The Monday that's coming up because that's when they'll
Yeah.
see this. There you go. There we go. Yeah.
Smart lady.
There's a good way to put the picks in.
You
That's
bet
what I
on
was
what
saying
they're about to
Monday.
watch.
He was
Oh
confused.
yeah. No, this.
Yeah,
airs
so there's a
Monday.
game tonight, and it is the Eagles versus the Reds, or no, that's not what they're called. The Falcons.
I'm always gonna vote for Young Ho Koo because my
Young
Young
Ho
Ho
Koo.
Koo.
Young Ho Cool.
I love his name so much.
Ho Key motherfucker. I can't say that one.
I don't know.
I can say it.
Kind of look like her sitting in this chair right now.
I look like Miss Hakeem.
It's Hakeem,
You got the fucking glasses on.
It's Hakeem.
Who's Ray
motherfucker.
Ray
She
McLeod?
that Craig,
That's his
but
real
she
name.
did
That
that.
baby name is Ray Ray for real, for real.
Ray Ray
Bet on him.
McLeod.
Let me
Bet
see.
on him. Just his name, Ray Ray.
With
Look,
the hand,
see-
though.
you see how women pick with them sports? His name crazy.
Oh, you little
Pick
Ray Ray.
the over
Yeah.
on him.
Put a
Nigga
dub
trash.
on little Ray
I don't
Ray.
know which version of picking of him you should pick, but he needs some
You live
love.
betting right now?
Yeah, we live betting.
Okay, and then go
On
back to
tonight's game.
Go to Jalen, because we love Jalen. Shout out to him and his beautiful black queen for their recent
I
engagement.
did see that. Shout out to him for that.
We love him.
He was going kind of low.
IDK. I don't know how to do any of this.
I can't see
He
nothing.
gave me some insight yesterday or the
You
other
blind.
day, last episode on the over under thing. But there are other ways to bet, right? Or everything over under.
Pick. Other ways to pick.
Yeah.
Other ways to pick.
Yeah.
Underdog is not betting, it's fantasy sports.
Correct.
So it's over and under picks, and that's what it all is. It's just different categories of
Oh,
each, but that's the
different
standard. And then there's
yards.
also like fantasy leagues that you can engage in with your homies and your friends.
Really?
Yeah, where you can guys get in, join leagues together, stuff like that.
I can't.
So
how do you pick on like restaurants? That's what I want to do. I want to pick restaurants. Like pick Chick-fil-A sells
Okay, so
this many.
there's another
yeah.
list for you to make. Create an over and under with restaurants with how many times you would visit in a month if it was free. I don't know. Come up with something where you can pick the over or under.
Over and under
how many
between
times?
two restaurants. Cool.
Or more than you can pick a bunch of them.
Can Dejan do over or under
Over or
3
under?
push-ups?
I've done push-ups on a podcast
pick
before.
my
Over or
under. Pick my under.
3 push-ups. Oh, you got to do 3.5 or what? Wait,
Well
it can't be
over
3.
3.5.
I can do 30 push-ups.
I'm picking the under on 3.5.
I
You can
love
do
that
30?
for you.
I can do 30 push-ups.
How many push-ups you do?
I can do 25 to 30 right off top.
Easy.
I bust like 150. Oh God.
Real push-ups, or you doing them little baby little?
No, real. I hate them little.
I
them little
can-
bunny
I'm
push-ups.
diamond.
Nah, not 150. That's
I'm
OD. 100. I
diamonds.
bust out 100 though.
You
He ain't no diamonds.
I do diamond push-ups.
Boy, them elbows gonna blow out.
That nigga do
I have
Doritos.
on denim. I have on denim. I can't do Doritos. Is crazy.
I think that people should pick over or under on y'all for push-ups.
Let's do
Let's
it.
say the standard is 15 push-ups.
I'm busting that out.
That's
15?
easy. That's
we grown,
easy.
bro.
That's
Well, no, you
work.
got to pick a number of push-ups for each person, and then to have them pick the over
Over
or
and
under.
under.
We doing
So
this
how
right
many
now?
push-ups would Illa do?
Hey,
She said one.
Don't give him no hint. You're supposed to. You're supposed to be like.
that was
"Yeah."
a good one. You can't tell whether I'm going to do hell of them or I'm going to do
So
none
you're
of them.
15 for you?
No. What number would we realistically give Illa for over under? I'm gonna say 7.5,
Okay, so 7.5 for Illa.
I like that.
and then we'll pick, and then they can pick our over or under.
Scotty workout.
Real push-ups, good form. I think I'm gonna pick Scotty at. Let's go 35 and a half.
See the caveat? Because when I'm busting him, he gonna be like, that's not a real one. I don't count.
I'm gonna go 35 and a half full form.
Over.
7.5. So they have to
Okay,
bet on
okay.
you being able to do 8. If they pick over, you can do 8. If they pick under, you're not hitting 7.5.
All right.
And
like
I'm gonna
this.
put. I think I'm gonna put Scotty at 35 and a half. Real form push-ups. And then Dijon, I think I'm gonna put you at
Dub Club, easy. Dub
full
Club.
form
I'm
push-ups.
going under.
I'm gonna go.
Go under.
Dub Club.
But he's talking like he can. So if this
Don't
is a
let that
poker
throw you
bluff,
off.
I'm just not putting my money there.
I've done
Pause.
it. Me and Flacco did a whole push-up competition.
all right, I'm okay. So since you're saying that,
yeah.
let's make it seem like he can do. Let's do 9.5 for Dijon.
Over 9.5
They
or
can
under?
pick over or under. Do they believe
What are you picking?
On you?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go under.
9.5?
I can't
That's
do
a
9.5
grown man, bro.
push-ups.
Every grown man needs to be able to do 25 push-ups.
I can't.
But body weight on your arms is the thing.
They his
I don't have
arms.
big arms. I have a 6'2" wingspan.
But he has short arms, so his
Normal.
push-ups, he gonna end up, his belly gonna hit the ground before he
We
gets full
going,
extension.
I go
What's
30 for
that
you.
face? 6?
30 flat
You say that.
on the 30th episode.
You gonna put me for 30?
30. I go over too. I think you bust over 30. Cause you said 25.
I don't know if I can get. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know if I can get
He
30.
only lifted 12 pounds. The fuck is he not?
Lower.
Lower on the
I
30.
don't know if I can get 30. I can. I know I can do 25, but I'll let y'all pick y'all number for me.
Stat he's methodical. He's one of them niggas like, I don't know if I can do 30. He's gonna end up doing like 50 just to, you know what I'm saying?
I do shoulder whip. What do you prefer?
It don't make me no difference.
I have broad shoulders.
I didn't know there were different flavors.
So
There's
Oh, yeah, we
wide.
going under on
There's
her.
wide, which works this
Shut
area.
up.
There's diamonds that work your
Girl
triceps.
push-ups.
And they got shoulder
girl
width.
push.
That's the knees one.
That's the
right?
knees.
Oh, we should do a category for the knees for her too.
Pause.
She's a woman.
Spider-Man push-up.
Damn.
Excuse me.
One-handed
Incline,
push-up.
decline. One
Those
hand.
over or under. So we got Illa.
Man, let's do squats, nigga.
Ooh, those burn.
Those hurt.
Over.
Yeah.
I don't know if the fans are gonna want to
Nigga
watch.
said 3
I don't know if the
million.
fans are gonna want to watch 3 men do squats on air.
I have
Yeah,
a
so we
fan
can do
base.
Illa squats over and under. Oh, instead of push-ups, you want to do your squats?
No,
Damn, I'm about to
gonna
say, don't do that.
push-ups. Don't count me out.
Okay.
I'm
So
a
Illa
black
7.5,
woman.
pick your over or under. Scotty 35.5, pick your over and under. Dijon 9.5, pick your over or under.
shit.
And I think we're gonna go with Scotty would say with me. You said what?
30. I go 30.
No halves, just 30.
27 and a half.
Oh, that's a good one.
27 and a half.
That's a really good one because I know I can do 25.
27 and a half. Those extra 2 gonna be like.
Those last 5 gonna hurt. I ain't gonna lie. They gonna hurt. But yeah, that's a cool thing to engage in too. So yeah, as y'all see, we giving y'all stuff that is fun and engaging. We hope y'all like it. And let us know in the chat what y'all think. This has been episode 30, 2 hours and 15 minutes.
Lit.
Let's go.
Yeah.
So fun.
Top of the week. We out of here, right?
Yeah. Download Underdog and enjoy y'all week until Wednesday.